the disciple of Exedanthur, having stayed with them here inside of the Amber Temple for a long time, the two of them have studied these dark powers, of which there are 16 available, and each one grants its benefits to people in exchange for them never committing a horrendous act, or else they will be doomed to their own demi-plane of dread to be eternally tormented in an ironic fashion until they are able to willfully repent for their sins. Inside of here, you also learn that the cause of Irina's deaths was due to Strahd having killed them repeatedly. They seem better about it after being initially devastated, having you've all spent 24 hours up here, and there are Cabal has not yet touched one dark power to choose from, of which there were a few that needed more investigation. With the information you provided, Exedanthur and Diana were able to work together and find information about the following ones that they had previously not known. About the Corpse Star Zudan, who is able to allow the power to cast true resurrection on any creature that has ever existed at any range, along with being able to begin forming a hive mind. They tell you more about the Hellhound Whisperer, who allows for the gaining some demonic traits and summoning a legion of devils in order to create a mega legion that is able to follow your commands. They tell you about the Queen Epoxys, Fekri, who places a contagion down on a chosen target, and that after a certain amount of time has passed, the target suffers a massive damage and several debilitating effects. If that creature dies, it spreads out that debilitating sickness to others that are nearby as well. They speculate more about what the Star of Darkness would have provided. Having seen your combat with it through your memories, they posit that the Star of Darkness, or known more formally to all of you as the Dark Star, allowed for the casting of the Dark Star spell and controlling space to be able to teleport about the land and area around the place, along with granting you immunity to force damage. And finally, they found more information about Tenebris, who grants the secret of lichdom, transforming you into a lich along with all of the qualities that entails.
It's okay, I'll just take range.
So, can we kind of go around and say what power we've taken? Just, for me to know, because,
Well, they're pinned in a campaign, but I'm assuming Aqua will want to kind of go through what these powers look like when we touch them.
Yes, I do have the descriptions available on what happens when they are touched. There were some people who did choose some other powers outside of the session, and we can go over those now. Let me clear these off of my screen here. So, just so we can, from top to bottom from what we have, I'll have a pin about what everybody chose, and I will go over them. Let me go and pull up this document I have. Okay. First up was Atreus, who communed with the five-headed destroyer, Great Tarhawk, who provides the following benefits. Granting massive strength, always passing strength saves, adding 75 damage to an attack's damage, and granting a legendary resistance.
Oh wait, that one's new.
It got updated a little bit as they were able to find out more information about Great Tarhawk.
Hold on, then I need to copy and paste this new information. Alright, hold on. Thank you.
Andraste, you have He of the Many Teeth, granting you the power of many lives, rolling natural 20s on any death fails. If you die, you will begin to revive, and at the end of your turn, you may choose to rend your own soul in order to activate this effect early.
That's kind of cool.
You had to lose all your teeth momentarily inside of a vision to do it. It was
a small
terrifying.
price to pay.
Diana has the Lady of Delight Shamia Morai, granting them the ability to ignore resistance and immunity to psychic damage, and learning several enchantment spells of which are empowered. Their duration extends to 1 year, if they have a duration to extend. And even if a target successfully passes the saving throw, they still take some psychic damage.
Others.
We had Fenro, who was the fastest to bond with any of the dark powers, bonding with the inscrutable Savnok, gaining intelligence, intellect fortress, mind blink, passing deception checks, the power of illusions, and passing intelligence saving throws. We had Tarakodemus, the Grave Worm, granting further flight. Linnea, your wings have never felt so strong. You are no longer incur opportunity attacks while moving away from creatures, and now when moving within 5 feet of them, you deal thunder damage over to them, along with granting immunity to thunder damage yourself. Ilion, I believe we've not covered your meeting with the Kingmaker, Xantras.
That's true.
Let me bring you over to the proper sarcophagus, which would
Speaking
be...
of Ilion, I need to add an L to my name. Give me a second.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're good.
Heading over into the crypt, you look over to the sarcophagus down to the south and see the dark energy swirling within. Of those that have been recently touched, you do not see quite as much dark material moving throughout. It is but a flicker of what it once was, but you can already see it beginning to pulse anew. Go and touch the sarcophagus. You are transported to a kingly throne room carved of pure marble and decorated by ornate wall hangings and tapestries of gold and purple. A tall and proud throne sits upon raised dais at the room end, carved of gold and gilded with platinum. Upon the seat, a soft violet pillow, resting a golden crown and set with many beautiful and priceless gems. There, on top of the throne, sitting on the pillow, is Xantras, the Kingmaker. Slender, handsome, young, they wear fine robes of deep blues and blacks and have a simple dagger at their side. And they say to you, with all the force of an angel, I offer you presence. Do you accept?
Yes.
Then, they hold the crown over to you, as if it's a motion for you to put it onto your head.
Alright, I'll do that.
The crown fits onto your head perfectly snug, and you are transported out without any horrifying implications.
Oh, a refund, what? He gets a
Like
nice
that guy.
one.
Alright, you look around to see if there's, using your Eye of Shadows to see if there is perhaps any chains onto you, and you look over onto your hands and toes, each of which have an extra digits onto them. You look all about on yourself with some kind of reflective surface of some kind that's on hand, and you notice that you have small horns that are beginning to protrude right above where your eyebrows are, though your mask covers it well.
That's kind of spooky. Not what I expected, but okay.
You have an extra finger and toe on each hand and foot.
He's a
Apparently.
six-fingered man.
Yeah.
Six-fingered man.
I mean, fair enough.
Alright, and that would mean the Cabal. Before you see others accepting gifts of darkness that can be used for either ill or good. What will Cabal do? Cabal stands there, ponderingly, silently.
Pondering the orb.
He's dead. Crab rave.
While we wait with them, Sarisa, will you do anything?
Nope.
Right.
You're not taking a power?
Nope.
He doesn't want to comply with the rule.
Hell no.
Then it is merely Cabal that has a vision quest to take, potentially. Assuming that they also are interested inside of the power of darkness. The stiff
some good
corpse of
news,
Bartholomew's. The stiff corpse and frozen corpse of Bartholomew's sits there. Actually, they could have recast it. There's nothing out, it's not. I'm gonna guess.
I think it's funnier if Bartholomew is constantly frozen.
It is pretty funny, yeah. Shadow Blade.
So,
If it was.
just to double check
Oh.
with you, Aqua, if a target fails a spell DC, it takes 40 damage, 20 if it succeeds, and then if, for example, if it's like charm or whatever and it can't be charmed, it takes 80 instead and 40 on a failure.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, if the
Only
spell
with the
specifies
6
that
spells you've chosen.
Yeah.
Also, if a spell specifies that it can't target creatures with intelligence score, that's too low. I think that would also apply, right?
Correct, that would apply to them as well. Basically, if there's a targeting restriction outside of, like range, then it would apply. So like if it says it can't be charmed, then it just deals psychic damage instead, which you ignore resistance and immunity to.
Oh no,
Okay.
I was muted.
Oh, there you are.
Poor Cabal.
Cabal was contemplating.
He was pondering all these sarcophagi. And he thinks about the dark gift of Savnok the Inscrutable.
Abnock?
It's already taken.
Yeah, I
that
don't
was
believe
taken.
Yeah.
Fenrir walked up and grabbed
he
that.
thinks that it would be rather useless considering all of his deception checks already pass anyways.
That's
Yeah.
true. He's really good at deception.
It's true, I've never seen Cabal fail one.
Absolutely not. And an extra 6+ intelligence is kind of redundant considering he's so smart already.
It's true.
That's
It's
true.
true.
That's true.
Very true.
Cabal's the smartest.
That's why they aren't going to pick it.
That's why they're not going to pick it.
You see Cabal saying this while he's trying to touch the sarcophagus that it's attached to.
What about the one with the Hellhound Whisperer?
That's what Cabal was thinking. He would like Star of Secrets from the Dark Gift of Kirad. After all, he would love to see. He would do anything for another glimpse at paradise. However, he's always wanted a dog.
Mm-hmm.
The logic behind it is amazing.
I agree. Get the dog.
Pulled in two different directions by forces beyond their control. Cabal looks back and forth.
Cabal, I will make a persuasion check for you to go with the dog.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry,
That
that
is
was
the
the
GM layer.
GM layer. Yeah. Here you go.
It goes ahead and fails, but he's gonna take that anyways. You
They
think
are not
Goddamn.
persuaded by you, but they're not doing it because you said so.
Yeah, for sure.
optimal choice?
I did not charm you and make you take it.
Diana definitely thinks she did though. Everybody else is persuaded that it worked.
Atreus is not there.
Damn.
You head down over toward the chamber and reach over to the sarcophagus on the east. You touch your hand over onto it. You find yourself transported to an arid hellscape forged of black volcanic rock. A crimson sky of impossible heat blazes down from above, and the ground is split in many places by deep fissures and cracks, allowing for great gouts of lava to burst and ooze from beneath the surface. An army of hundreds of hellhounds linger beneath a twisted arch of black earth, smoke and embers steaming from their nostrils as magma drips from their mouths like saliva.
Delicious.
Then, standing up amidst the Hellhounds, but 30 feet away from you, is them, Seriach, the Hellhound Whisperer, a figure clad entirely in black steel armor inlaid with crimson markings and sigils. The armor on their shoulders are rimmed with spikes, and their helmet bears a pair of metal horns thrusting into the air a full foot above their helmet's top. In their hands, they hold a pair of whips that crackle with flames onto the backs of some of the hounds, the hellfire stinging and scarring onto the hounds, which yelp back. And they look over towards you, and they say, "To you I offer the power of Hellhounds. Do you accept?"
I will allow it.
Very well. The whole army of Hellhounds perks at attention at once and howls into the air. And before you can even blink, they are on you, feasting and biting away at you, tearing you from limb and limb in excruciating pain. You do not perish until the very last bit of your body has been torn apart, until you finally regain consciousness in the Amber Temple.
Damn.
What a way to die.
That's pretty metal.
That is pretty fucking metal. Holy shit.
You look about yourself to see if there is any changes onto your body from this gift that you have received. Looking onto yourself, you find that there is constantly embers and smokes that crackle off of your body. Lines of red flame that trickle down from the top of your head down to your feet. Occasionally, your fingers let out smoke every few minutes, and you get a simple little gout of it. You very much, a tiefling already looked fairly demonic by nature. You nearly look like a devil now.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's thick.
That's pretty
How are
metal,
you
man.
feeling?
Chip was here the whole time.
Is Chip
Chip-
gonna take a dark power?
Oh, wait, how is it not too warm for Chip?
Is Chip gonna take a dark power?
They've been complaining about the cold every now and then. Didn't they say that I'd like blow up or something if I wasn't able to hold it? I think I'm good.
What?
Yeah, only powerful, like, warriors, adventurers can hold the power, otherwise you kind of...
Oh.
I wouldn't quite classify that rock as an adventurer, but the point remains. Your body, young Chip, is far too young for that. But may I see into your memories?
Young Chip.
Yeah, sure. They touch the head of Chip over here, and they furrowed our brow a little bit. I'm surprised at how bare this is. I just like cold.
Oh, no matter. Yes.
Truly,
Wow.
truly, this meeting with these group has been the most exciting thing that has ever happened to you. Easily.
Damn.
Why I gotta do my boy Chip like that?
Everybody has a variety of dark powers now with them, and over the course of the 24 hours you spend up here, of which no benefits of a short or long rest activate, Ilion, you go ahead and work alongside Excidanter, the both of you working together with the parts using one of the orbs that you collected from the dragon. Combining with their intricate knowledge of the schematics that they had about the Clockwork Dragon itself and a commensurate amount of gold, you together are able to work on and create an item. You are unable
Yeah,
to attune
boy.
to it right now, but Extenter assures you, I am 100% positive this will work. You can identify it if you would like to ensure it.
Yeah, sure. I'll cast Identify, why not?
The other descriptions for the powers?
Yeah, like for the ones that no one took.
Did y'all want to hear those descriptions, or did you want to, like, me to post them later?
Oh, if you want to post them later, that works too, so you don't have to read
Yeah, I mean,
some.
we're already starting late, so maybe just posting it later would be better.
Okay, I'll post them later then.
Okay.
They are pretty cool. You inside of their hand, Ilion, you hold this. A Clockwork Chrysalis.
Wow, straight from Arcane.
Hey, not
What? No, that one's blue.
That one's blue. Thank you very much.
I feel like
That's
it
not
needs to hear,
blue.
or-
Oh
Yeah.
wow, you you throw it into a color filter thing.
Come on, give Aqua some credit.
Oh my gosh, you're actually turning into Victor.
Oh my god! I want this, not because it's useful, but because it's a Victor.
What the hell are you saying? It's not useful? Okay.
No, like I don't even know what
Ouch.
it does. I just saw the organs being replaced, so I got excited.
Oof. Dang.
Wait, so what happens when you unattune?
You die.
I don't know if it mentions that. I haven't finished reading the whole thing yet.
You would die.
You just die?
Yeah.
It's alright,
Nice.
because anti-magic fields don't disable the item.
Thankfully.
That would be really funny though. You're just walking along and then suddenly
Something
dies.
Yeah.
I walk a lonely road.
The only one who knows. So, what?
Damn, this
That's-
is OP.
Does that mean he can't be healed with like
You
Charlie?
have an unlimited
construct?
number of reactions per turn.
It's like a dual type, so you're not just a construct. You would be whatever you are plus a construct, so you can still be healed normally.
Sorry, that
Convenient.
last one is supposed to say per round, not per turn, but I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Actually, that does kind of make a difference, but... No, actually, it is supposed to be per turn, right? It is, yeah, never mind. Right? Right? No. No, it's round, right? It's round.
It is around, yeah.
Oh,
It is
It's round.
We
You're
don't
trying.
have turns in Chunked.
I mean, kind of. There are turns, they're just clustered together all at once.
Is this
So-
Ilion's item or
Yeah.
sick?
This is the item that was made from the corpse of some pieces of the dragon, along with the chronal orb.
So you are Victor.
Yeah.
I think
If
If
like
Victor
his
had
shadow
if
eye.
Victor had hundreds of eyes around his body, yeah, I'm Victor.
And had nothing to do with electricity and only used poison.
Yeah, exactly.
And also was an alchemist.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm not at all like Victor, but you know.
They're
We
like
can
Victor,
pretend.
except for the parts where they're not.
Yeah.
You are Victor. I don't care what you say.
Exit enter does provide it over to you, and it says they do give you some words of wisdom. I entrust this because I have seen your memories and believe in your potential to do good in this world. You have journeyed with these people and gone into many life-threatening situations with them for no particularly selfish endeavor. I can respect that from one artificer to another.
Yeah, I will thank Extender for his kind words and the wisdom he has shared over the past, 20 whatever hours that we've been here.
Do I? Well, congratulations, Ilion. It seems like your item pretty epic.
Now, with that in mind, I believe that you have all had the business that you have here, and I don't imagine you wish to spend forever up here. Please make sure that you ask any last things you'd like if you intend to depart soon, because once you leave, your soul may never return to the Amber Temple.
Did we learn what our specific, like, taboos were from our dark powers, other than, like, don't be evil?
I don't think so.
What taboo?
Wasn't that part of, like, the price for gaining the powers, that there was basically something we're, like, I'm not allowed to do?
No.
I think it was just
Guys,
generally
be evil. Just don't be
Yeah, I think it was
evil.
just generally don't be evil. Yeah.
Okay.
The only requisite for having the dark power is to simply not perform a great act of evil, of which is intentional. That is it. The physical deformities that some of you may have experienced are but temporary. Given only a meager 10, 20, maybe 100 years, you will learn to cope with it and hide it much better. Those with... So basically you had the most contact with somebody here, in this case, being the closest to Baba Saga for the longest period of time. They had hundreds of eyes, but basically completely hid them at all times, very easily.
Diana cut her hair and dyed it back to black.
Mm-hmm. It does sometimes grow a little bit too much, but, you know, they have a trimming routine each morning.
Yeah. I could go all the way, you know, red. But... I feel like
Irina does have a question for them, and we'll go up. Sir.
Or...
Exit enter. If I'm apparently simply part of this redemption, is there nothing I can do to simply escape out of it? Is this simply the fate that I have? Yes, unless you are able to go against the dark powers themselves, but that would be unwise and unlikely. I see. I've had some time to think about it, and I don't know what to do from here. I'm not quite so beat up about it anymore, but I guess that's it? What even... It's confusing. I don't know.
The fates are cruel. Sorry, I've been playing too much hate.
You're not wrong.
I'll tell her there's really nothing to do except accept it and try to live with it, right?
But accept which aspect of it? Am I to really believe that the only way that Strahd is to be redeemed is that I somehow fall in love with them?
Or...
Because that doesn't seem very possible.
Well, I don't think that it's you that needs to fall in love with him. I think it's just him that needs to realize that he doesn't need you to love him.
Oh my god, this is impossible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Dude, Irina's gonna die from a heart attack, like, at, like, age whatever, 1 year from now.
They are actually laughing about this. They are laughing about this. I think if there's one thing that's been provided, there's a sense of closure about the inevitability of things. All this time there was some falseness of illusion of the like. But there's one thing I don't understand, sir. Yes? For the longest time, they've always had me travel with this group and other groups to become stronger. But to what end? For that, I'm not sure. Perhaps they believe that doing so will get you closer with them in some level. It is the nature of Dark Lords to repeat their actions over and over, believing, incorrectly, arrogantly, stubbornly, that it will eventually work the 100th time. I know from my own experience. That doesn't seem quite right. But thank you. So, fellas, where are we going? What's up next? Are y'all done here?
We leave soon.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it, because they weren't kidding when they said that up here was a little bit warm. They go over to Bartholomew and start munching on him.
Well, Bartholomew doesn't exist. He's still just little leggies that are frozen onto Cabal's shoulder.
They're munching on the leggies.
They're just
A little
bones.
ice snack. Tastes like chicken.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, that is kind of rude. Cabal's gonna have, like, shoosh him away.
Oh, sorry.
I think we're all good in here, yeah?
I will escort you to the entrance then. Nothing should transpire on our way up there. It's a short walk away.
That's not foreboding at all.
Eyes emoji.
They bring you over to the entrance right here. On your way over, you hear some deadly stomping. It's just the Amber Golems are just walking around, so.
Ah.
A Xenia with 1% HP.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get any spell slots back, so I can't heal her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't we
Then you
have
could-
any healing stuff, Xanther?
No. Nothing of the sort. I've not needed any healing in hundreds of years. Except for the time I stubbed my toe. I had to expend a spell slot for that one.
You get a paper cut, you just die. You can't even heal yourself.
Dang. You get a paper cut,
So sad.
bleed out.
It do be like that sometimes.
Actually,
You can go ahead and drag your
Aqua,
tokens here.
I will
Never
ask
been
them.
like
I don't remember if I asked him already about the Amber Golems and how he made them.
These
Did I
Amber
ask him that?
Golems. They were one of the first things that I worked on when I first arrived here inside of the Amber Temple. With an abundance of amber at hand and a working shield guardian down in the basement, I was able to jury-rig some components together and start my first 100 years working on these golems. They
He's
are infused with the power that would defy even the gods themselves, where amber is a very powerful material indeed, when placed under the right conditions. These golems of mine are mostly here as a safeguard. It's a peace of mind, even though nobody has dared attempted to do anything to the temple in millennia. And now with
Makes
the
sense.
rock gone, I believe I may need to send some of these creations out to become new guardians for any others who would dare try to go up here without an understanding of what power can do to one. Thank you for your time. Irina will head out.
I guess.
Diana, they will say something over to you before you finally head out as well. Sweet Diana. Allow me to touch your forehead one last time.
You will let him.
Diana, it has been nothing but a pleasure the past several hundred years with you. I will be sure to send you letters occasionally with my dark power. So, while we may never again meet in person like this, we'll stay in contact. Let me know of your adventures and stay good.
I will, I promise.
I'm gonna also ask if it's possible to communicate with him like through that same medium, since Ilion would probably be interested in asking him questions at some time down the road, if for no other reason than Ilion hasn't met an artificer in a while, you know, so he'd be interested in that.
I surely can, but normally interplanar contact is prohibited from the Amber Temple. It is my dark power that allows me to initiate a letter to one, and only by then can they respond back. I can send a letter occasionally. What would best fit your time span? Once every 5 years? Is that too short?
Oh, once every 5 years seems about okay.
I
Very
say you
well.
better send me a letter once a year, at least.
Of course, Anne. Be on your way then.
I'll tell him the mortal realm is like time passes by differently, or I guess it matters more, you know?
It's true. Your memories have all reminded me of that. How short a time span you have all become strong in.
Oh my god. Sorry, I got excited about that.
Very well. Be off of you. Do not tarry this goodbye any longer than it must. As they turn around and start heading back into the temple, Cabal, you see but a single tear shed down their left eye.
Oh no. Diana is not gonna turn back just because she will cry and change her mind if she does. So.
And with that, you all
Wait, did
exit.
he like give me the item before?
Yes, they gave it to you. You've had it for a while.
Do I know what it does?
It gives you the +3 to the saving throws and spell attacks. There's some other text, but I'll go over it later when I actually construct the text on it. I just ran out of time because I thought I had like 10 more minutes that I actually did. Whoops! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Done. You return over to the mountain. And where Xanathar had told you there were some devices, clockwork in nature, that looked like they would function as gliders that would easily descend you down to the base of the mountain over the course of an hour.
Alternatively, there's a gigantic dragon who can fly very, very fast.
Choose your poison.
Wait, if we can get down to the base of the mountain in less than an hour, isn't that faster than Linnea can fly?
I don't know. Can these gliders fly as fast? I can fly 330 feet per turn.
Phew.
Let me zoom out and measure the size of this mountain. Hang on.
Yeah, do keep in mind that it's actually a bit larger than shown on here, but still, you can do like a diagonal to check.
Yeah, it's like 20,000 feet. I think the gliders are faster.
That surely can't be possible, right?
It's not.
Clockwork gliders.
These gliders defy all physics. They must be magic.
Wait, how long does it take for the gliders to get down?
1 hour.
1 hour.
That's pretty convenient.
It is very
Wait,
convenient.
wait, how far down is it?
20,000 feet.
You are falling with style, basically, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Linnea's speed is like that. With Linnea's speed, that would be like 10 minutes of flying or less.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. 20,000 divided by 3 turns. So it would take 60 turns if we were in combat for me to fly down. So, 60
and
times
60
seconds.
turns is 6 minutes. So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
it takes me less than 10 minutes to get down.
I think I put 200,000, so 20,000.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, I can,
Yeah,
I
I
can
mean,
carry everybody down.
sure, I'll ride in the back of Linea. That would be terrifying, but why not?
Alright. Placed onto Linea's back, you all begin your descent down the mountain. I think that would mean... They said they've been here for 24 hours. Okay.
There's still that guy up here.
The Tomb Trapper. Ship is on your back. He goes, "This is awesome!" You reach down over to the base again, where you see Atreus has been talking with Wise Frog Radu.
Hey, look at Atreus.
He's already here. He's here this whole time.
They were, actually. They did leave the Amber Temple significantly earlier than the rest of you. And strode down to the base of the mountain from there. Does Atreus react in any way to them finally arriving?
He tries to wrap up his conversation to get his conversation with the wise frog Radu. As he turns to look at them, he just like, they finally arrived. Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you again. Do you think this time you want to accompany me? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be back at this mountain anytime soon.
Wait a
Go
second.
and make that persuasion check.
No, but this time, instead of Atreus offering food, this is what Atreus is going to say. I'm not really going to pull you out for combat. I really don't want to see you fight. If anything, I just want your company and just someone to talk to during my downtimes.
Go and make that persuasion check at advantage. Atreus did have a scuffle or two, but like they're immune to cold, and most of the things on this mountain do cold stuff. They were fine once they got past a certain point.
Not to mention I have a 75 damage strike attack.
Yeah, they literally just slash and then did massive damage. And
Yeah, I
Sure,
imagine
true.
there's also a level of intimidation where when you see someone get killed in one hit, like, yeah, let's not. You know?
Alright,
Let's
so-
not say what it does.
yeah,
Let's
and
give
then
up
physical
this-
damage gets reduced on top of all of that, and then they can also successfully short rest now.
29.
No, you know what? We're gonna make that a 34 just for fun.
Wise Frog Radu ponders into a crystallized spear of ice in front of them.
God damn it.
Very well. I accept. Let us journey.
I'll be most welcome to have you. Someone to actually chat with.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, he will go ahead and attune him to the stable portal. And he intends to keep his end of the bargain and never use them for battle.
All right. So you can go. Can you go ahead and give them access to Wise Frog Radu's sheet, Wiz?
It was already on it.
All right. Perfect. They've only ever really talked to Atreus, but nobody else has consulted Wise Frog Radu for their wisdom.
No, Atreus. He said it'd be good to have someone to talk to or something like that. Paraphrasing to some degree. Like, alright, cool. We're just never gonna fucking talk to Atreus again, alright.
All right, screw you too, Atreus.
You now have Radu's sheet.
Nice.
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 I bet Radu knows power word kill.
Maybe.
All right.
It's
You
a
are
simple
down
feat.
here at the. You are down here at the base of the mountain, and it's not taking long before you reach back over to the perimeter of Mount Gakis. Now with a rock, with an axe on it. You have Ilion's wagon with you now. Their workshop has been secured. What will you do?
So happy I'm finally back to the workshop.
Atreus
Been a
is
while
still
since I've seen
steering. Drusilla, who's steering your wagon, as maybe whatever trip we go on, Atreus does ask you something, Ilion. He makes a motion to the giant feather that's currently strapped onto Drusilla and says, "You think you could turn this into something?"
I will ask God if that is possible.
Yep.
God, is that possible?
Yep, that giant rock feather does look like it would furnish as an appropriate material for a legendary item, likely.
Yep, God said yes.
You're a religious artificer. You ask God if you can do something.
No, he's like pondering. You know.
Yeah, it's God with a lowercase g in this case. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. I will ask Ilion, or I'll give Ilion like money or a shield when you get the chance.
Yeah, I mean, we are going back to town, right? Just
For
making sure.
for like at least a week.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can do both of those.
If you guys are gonna go back to town, I might take a pit stop off to see Viri and her crazy friend.
Very time, Pocket.
Oh yeah, we still gotta get Viri's answer to the Finding Phil's tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were going to scout the Luna Lake?
She would be happy to oblige.
Yep, that too.
Let us.
I can easily make it back. I can probably make it there and to town before you guys can.
Isn't it fun to have like a billion movements?
Yeah.
You'd like to investigate about this area?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, with a lot of investigation proficiency, massive perceptions as well, and nothing particularly pressing you on a time limit, you scout out to find a nice, suitable spot for a group of people to stay at. And indeed, you find one such spot right here by the looks of it. It's nice. It's close over to a river source that's running, makes for good potential power. It's nice and not too wet, and not too far away from nearby vegetation, but far enough away that the beasties that crawl about there are easy enough to scout out from a distance. Yes, your young dragon came back. No, sorry, the river's not... You're right, actually, never mind, the rivers aren't running. None of these rivers are running. They're always still, regardless of their incline.
Oh, never mind.
Spooky.
Wait, so what is it?
Heckin'
What's going on?
vampires.
You guys are investigating what?
We had to like look for somewhere for these people to live.
Oh, okay.
Particularly these people up here.
It does seem like it's a fairly reasonable spot for them to be. As you continue back on your journey to Lockney. Yeah, you can.
If I'm going to see Viri and we had a question to ask her, does somebody who maybe in character knows more about the situation than Linnea need to go with them, or do you think it's fine if you guys just relay like the information?
I think it's probably best if like one of the old characters goes, like Theresa or Atreus. Just because she knows them more.
Oh yeah, it might be kind of sus.
Oh, I mean, like,
a
but
giant
while we're
dragon.
flying past, yeah, like one of the older people can let them know.
Right, so you just wanted to like chuck somebody in that direction?
Like, cause we're flying up to. Oh, I just noticed that Phil is not directly north of that place. We could do it. I don't know. What do you guys want to do first? I just thought it was
Linea's
on the
really
way.
fast.
I'm
really fast.
I'm fat. We
And
could
can carry
always
the
go
wagon.
back to town, and then somebody could go back to town, rest, and then someone can come with me really quick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that
That's also
too.
fine.
So that other people can do their thing.
I am going to. Well, Diana is gonna like kind of stick with, like the group and be very curious about everything and ask a lot of questions about everything.
Right. So just to make sure about the mode of transportation, now is basically you're all riding about on the Linea, and Linea's just carrying around a cart inside of her cause,
Pretty much.
the workshop. Okay. Then
That
we don't
sounds
have
like
to
a
go by this trip.
hell to work in, but yes.
I have pretty good flight.
Deal with
Or
it.
you can come up with like some stabilization device that will make things not jiggle around.
Wings.
I don't know what level of turbulence dragons normally fly with.
Said the wings, like the
Probably quite a lot.
cartoon.
You encounter some beasties in the sky, but you have no trouble taking them out at this point, including some Strigoi that try to.
Or just outspeeding them, honestly.
I mean, you literally, like, when you encounter Strigoi, you just literally flap your wings at them within 5 feet and you just kill them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to fly over Valaki as a dragon too, or are you just, like, going to
No,
drop
no.
down somewhere?
We'll land slightly outside of town, and then I'll turn back and we can walk the rest of the way.
I wonder if we
Alright,
could greet
so-
Robert Flay.
Alright,
yeah,
so over to here, you take flight. Able to take a direct pathway through the sky now.
Who needs an airship?
Also,
Sorry.
Akko, during this time, including during this scouting, I didn't actually go with him. I want to attune to that item.
Okay.
Now that attunement is possible.
Right, it's about an hour to scout. Everything seems reasonable. As you arrive down to the other side of this bridge here, and flap, flap, flap to the ground. You get across the bridge. Morning.
Morning.
It hits a little different this time.
What does Cabal want to do about the Bobby Flay thing?
Assuming he's not muted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is Kamal muted again?
Perhaps.
He's just overwhelmed by meeting Bobby Flay.
Bobby Fillet, thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry.
A little
Sorry.
fish.
It happened again.
What do you want to do about him?
Is this Robert Fillet then?
Yeah.
Did we just murder him now or what?
I don't know.
Why would you murder him? I thought you wanted him to.
We needed the recipe, but like,
Well, then ask for the recipe. The fuck?
we did. We got it. We got the dream pastries. Thinking.
Wait, I don't remember this.
I heckin' caught the dog caught this tail. Now what?
Yeah, I mean, you
Sounds
obviously
like
have to
Kamal
have-
is overwhelmed.
we
Having
kinda
an
need
existential
to
crisis.
to like see who makes the best food.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to actually find Robert Flay. He wasn't supposed to exist. But I guess things work in a funny way.
While
Well, now you have to
while
do, like, the
Linnea
full
and
arc.
whomever is going to see Viri, we just have a cook off in Valaki to see who makes better food.
I would love to go meet Fury. Whoever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk to yourself again?
Yes. I'm so, like, honestly, I'm, like, very glad that I don't have to play, like, a really pessimistic character now. Because it was a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cabal has an existential crisis as you all move past Roberto Fillet. You get about here.
Where are we?
You're very close to where Valaki is. It is in sight. It is only a few miles away at this point. You can kind of see it vaguely in the distance past the mist when a figure slowly walks past out of the nearby trees and begins to clap.
I think I know who this is. I knew it.
There's 2 of them now. 2 Robert Fillets.
I rolled 20 crashed.
This is getting out of
Clap.
hand.
Clap.
I will
Clap.
say, hello, sir.
Hello, and I do not believe I am quite as acquainted with you. How
Well,
are all of you doing?
what?
Whomst?
I just got here. Wonderful realm you have.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I do not believe that you are privy to this discussion, so you need not participate. There is something I must talk with the others here about. Hello, all of you.
Whomst?
You have done marvelously. I know not what has transpired up on that mountain from which you came from. But what I can very much tell, Ergalant, is you all are so much stronger, more than I could have ever imagined when I first sent you into that house. I'm so proud of all of you. And you want to know what the best part of that is? You're done. Your task to me is complete. You're free of your obligations. You are free
Yeah.
to enjoy Barovia now, to whatever extent you'd like.
Linnea will remark that she is confused as to what obligation he's talking about.
You
I
too,
guess
Unmute.
Linnea also, yeah.
Do not worry yourself about this. You see, these other adventurers were here with Irina, the individual you see right there, and were simply helping me out by traversing the lands with them. As you pat over on Irina's shoulder there, Sarisa, they seem very, very tense, and one of their hands is gripping over to their sword. As for Irina, you simply give it to me. Her to me.
Pardon?
You're done. Your obligations are complete. Now, Irina belongs to me again. The rest of you can do whatever you'd like. You have my blessing, and they open up the treasure chest from the ethereal plane with a snap, with a million of gold coins inside of it. And of course, the reward for a task well performed. You did not slay the wearers as I had requested, but it's fine. I am very generous.
What if we want to continue traveling with Irina just because we enjoy her company?
That is very quaint, very good. And now you see why I very much enjoy their company as well. Hand her over.
Uh-oh.
Well, Linnea is just gonna look to the rest of the party since she doesn't really know what's going on.
Not so quickly. This asset belongs to the Institute now.
Oh god, the
What does
Institute.
Irina have to say about this? I'm asking, like, kind of out of character because Dana's, like, not really looking at the
Irina would have
conversation.
Irina would have accepted the Telepathic Bond, and it's like I don't know how to. They seem indecisive and confused.
So I would say, since we don't really know what's going on yet, give Irina over for now, and we're gonna have to go rescue her.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we
What
know
does rescuing her entail?
We don't
Starting
know.
the castle.
Probably
You know.
doing something that you guys don't like.
I mean, regardless, this is out of character, but regardless, we don't have a way to deal with Strahd right now. So, like, even if we were to say no, like, he could just
Yeah.
kill us. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Also, most of our spellcasters are out of resources, so even if we tried,
Like,
we can't
he'll
do
kill all of
anything.
us, and then he'll kill Andraste 3 times. Like,
Or just rob her, you know.
yeah.
No, not my feet. Leave my
yeah.
shoes
Also,
alone.
like, as we found out, even if we kill Strahd, that's not really winning either. Just time loops.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't really have a choice.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, can we pull Irina away for a sec, and say goodbye?
Oh, but of course, say your goodbyes, say your goodbyes. They lowered in the same position in the middle of the path toward Valaki as you pull over to the side of Irina. They only use their telepathic link and not the talking verbally. I guess this is it.
All right, hang on. There's a spell somewhere that tracks people.
I don't know if you're going to be able to cast a spell.
I can.
You're gonna put like a
subtle-
GPS on her.
Yes.
Damn.
I don't think it's this. It's not this one.
And Thraste, inside of Irina's eyes, you see nothing but despair as they just look over to you.
Maybe reassure her that we're not just abandoning her.
Yeah, if you
know,
accepted the
but that's what
telepathic
it
bond, you
seems
can
like.
tell her that telepathically.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know her that well, but I guess let her know since she seems distraught that this is not like our final goodbye. Like we're not planning on just leaving her distraught. We don't know what we literally can't do anything right now.
Or like we haven't tried, but
Well,
It is fate, I suppose.
Everybody disliked that.
Did you find what you were looking for, Cerisa?
I did, but unfortunately it only works on hostile creatures. So unless Irina wants to get really hostile with Cerisa right now.
You're talking about Mind Spike?
I don't. Oh, does Mind Spike track people? No, I wasn't looking at Mind Spike. There was something in Kafsa that would work.
On a
There's
failed
also-
save, you
there's-
always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while the two of you are on the same plane of existence.
yeah, I don't think Mind Spike's gonna be a good idea to cast on Irina.
Wait, hang on. That okay? Actually, that might have been what I was thinking of.
Gonna mind spike Irina out of nowhere.
Yeah, you're-
All right, cool. I pretend to give her a hug and I take her to the archive.
What?
Oh,
Instantaneous, so like it's
Oh.
like
Yeah, it's a instantaneous thing. All right. Are you bringing anybody else in here with you? Good thing we still have this map around.
I guess if anyone wants to come, they can.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I'm still in heavy armor, so I will pass.
So I will.
Group hug and then like into their mind. Actually.
No.
Concentration up to 1 hour. Oh, it doesn't last longer. Okay, wait. Well, let me check one more thing before I do this.
Need a lock of her hair or something.
Actually, yeah. There was another spell that let you look for people when they do. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of Irina's hair. I'm gonna cast Mind Spiker. I'm gonna tell her, in my head, and if she would so kindly
Wait.
fail the Wisdom saving throw, that would be nice.
Wait, but can you concentrate things in the archive? I thought you couldn't.
Is it concentration?
Mind Spike,
Oh,
yeah.
it is concentration. All right, what other divination spells are there? Let me have a look.
It is so silent inside of the archive.
Oh, I think Cerisa would have known Mind Spike was concentration. So give me a sec.
Okay.
We might not need it.
Cerisa is like, hold on. And like looks through
Hang
their
on, guys.
mental library of contingencies in their head.
we can scry her.
Wait.
though, can't we?
Oh fuck! It's only. I was like, I could cast it silently, but I can't. Okay. Can I inscribe a glyph of warding inside the archive with Mind Spike?
Inscribe a glyph of warding with Mind Spike?
Yes, in the archive, and then that doesn't require concentration.
That should technically work, yes.
Okay, we'll do that. And yeah, I'll grab a lock of hair from Irina for scrying purposes. And I'll probably use the chance to ask questions too, but we can worry about that later.
Okay. Alright. Well, give me just a little bit. I'm just gonna...
You shouldn't need a lock of hair because the target can willingly fail a saving throw against scrying.
Oh, can they? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming Irina would want to be observed by Cerisa.
Yeah, I think just to be safe in, like, I don't know, in case she gets mind controlled or whatever, it might be a good idea just to have it anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so yeah, just those two things. And Irina can spend as long, however long in the archive she wants to. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Just very
Yeah.
creepy.
They do find themselves like a nice little spot, doing their best to hide the jingling of their armor. They just kind of sit there for a few minutes.
You should ask her if she remembers what he did the last time adventurers were finished.
Yeah, because Eggsy gave all of her memories back to her, right?
Yeah. He
Okay.
did.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'll ask her.
It is ironic. For the longest time, I thought perhaps you didn't like me very much. And now here we are, you may be
I
the last
still
person I
don't.
spent some time with.
You still don't like Irina?
Don't tell Cerisa that she likes someone.
They just laugh over at your comment when you say that.
Absolutely not.
Well, you've saved me more times than someone who doesn't would.
Out of
That means-
necessity.
Sure.
Your
Out of
vampire
necessity.
boyfriend is quite scary.
Oh. As for those memories, I look back over at them sometimes now that they are back in my head. I don't know how they got lost in the first place. Oh, no, now I should. And I do. Strahd would place their hand over to my head, and over a variety of afflictions would... It was like a disorientating feeling that eventually resulted in me not remembering it, and then they would promptly kill me immediately afterward. And as for the adventurers, I can recall in clarity what's happened. A few instances, I don't want to go over each one. One of them tried to steal this periapt. I thought you were trying to steal it once, actually. And
Honestly, I just wanted to have a look, but continue.
Misunderstandings. After they reneged on what it was that Strahd desired, Strahd killed them and said, "This will not do. They cannot make you stronger this way," and simply killed me. As if to say, then said that they would start it over again. Then on another try, a group of adventurers, they were conspiring against Strahd to take them out as well, and were refusing to obey with their commands to traverse around the lands with me, and Strahd killed them, and in my stubbornness, I told them I didn't know what they were planning with this. I just refused as well, and they killed me again. Then there are the ones where they didn't kill me. The ones where they drove me over to a cliff, and they pulled out one of the stakes that they had meticulously sharpened. Simply stabbed myself instead, rather than falling by their hands, believing that it was the end, not realizing it was just another beginning. They wanted this for some reason, and that much has never happened up until now. It's scary. I'm scared, Cerisa.
Do you have an idea of how much time you have left before Strahd does anything?
Not a clue. I have never been quite this strong. This is something I haven't even told the others yet, but my own vampiric powers have been growing recently. I've tried not to use it because I didn't want to be anything like that terrible person, but you see, Irina turn into mist momentarily and shift over to another part of the library quietly.
Wait, couldn't you do that before?
I've gone better at it. And I can... You don't think this is funny, I think. I hope you will. You see them lie on the ground and they turn into a snake.
Sarisa likes that.
And then they revert
She'll
back.
talk to her in snake form. How convenient, I can speak to snakes now.
I've also felt a deep well of power within for being able to charm individuals. It's a vampiric thing too, and I just never wanted to use it. It's something always made me hesitant about it, and I suppose these memories might be why.
Well, is there anything you wish for us to know that might help you later on?
I do have a few memories of their castle. I've been there more than once throughout my various lives. While I was there, two things. I know two things. Inside the castle, Strahd bragged about it once, many lifetimes ago, about the defensive capabilities of it, saying that it was an impenetrable fortress of sorts that he could activate at will. What that actually entailed was never seen, as they'd never done it before. Not in any of the lifetimes I'd been around. And I suppose it stings to think about the people that have died for me. But I do see some of what Strahd had done to them. For some of them were stronger than just a simple bite away. Strahd would stand there looming over. The adventurers would charge over at them, and suddenly, as if by magic, they would turn on each other. And Strahd would just stand there as everyone would stab and cast magic at each other, killing each other for sport, with Strahd then taunting them, with one last individual standing to lament over their fallen companions at their own hands, and you can see what would happen next after that. It's terrifying.
So out of character, with my arcana knowledge, is that some sort of charm thing, or like what type of magic would cause that?
The most reasonable things that seem to would cause something like that are to dominate spells.
Okay, which, if you're immune to charm, you're immune to those spells, right?
Correct.
Is that okay? All right, good to know.
They haven't needed to develop more capabilities beyond that, though. I do know that they did something with my memories with their hand, and of course, you've seen firsthand their bite.
Has Sarisa seen the bite?
I think somebody was bitten when Sarisa was around at some point, or at least
At
they've
the
been
very
told
start.
about it.
I know Nameless got bit because he was like, "Give us more money."
Yeah, I think two people have been bit. I think it's been Leo once and Nameless once. I think.
Oh,
What?
okay.
There might have been a
I
third.
don't remember when Leo got bit. Okay.
Well, it's like a fake bite.
Oh my god, I
out.
just like randomly remembered something, guys. We forgot to go get the travelers that got frozen on the mountain.
Dun.
Okay. Anyway, do you guys have any more questions for Irina?
I don't.
Okay.
This has helped me more than you'd ever know. Honestly. I should stop procrastinating. Okay. Let us see what happens. I'll put my faith in all of you. As your hug ends, and they say this verbally and not telepathically, it has been such a great time to be with all of you throughout this entire journey. And telepathically they say, I hope we will see each other soon.
Ben will go up and give her a candle and just say, light's always best when it's most dark. And just offer it to her.
Damn, that's deep.
They will smile as they take it. Thank you, Fenrir. I hope you complete your own quest as well. Ava's waiting for you after all.
What the fuck?
Save
Sorry,
her.
I'm gonna die.
Save
Ben gives quite a what's like a bit like a deadpan, quiet chuckle. Of course.
I don't think Noah's anywhere around, but you know, he'd like to say goodbye at some point.
With that, Irina begins walking over to where Strahd is as Cereza moves near with him. Very Irina, here is the carriage. As they motion over the carriage, the black carriage that takes people to the castle, moves nearby and opens its door. So compliant, truly. I love you, Irina. They shudder and enter into the carriage as it whisks away with impressive speed.
Wait, Strahd got into?
No, Strahd has not gotten in yet. I have offered you this reward, and I am not going to take it back. Here you are, as they give you the chest that is full of 1,000,000 gold pieces.
Just out of curiosity, how is he giving the chest to us? Like, does he just have it in his hand and it weighs like 5 tons and he's just carrying it around? Or, like...
No, they just snap their fingers again and it just moves in between all of you.
Okay.
Now, do not get too greedy with all of this money that you have gotten. There's only a few weeks for which you can use it with.
Wait, there's only a few what?
A few weeks.
Here to elaborate.
You've been so gracious, so cooperative. I felt it is only proper that I inform you that in about 3 weeks now, this demi-plane will be gone. Enjoy the time that you have left.
I thought you were stuck here, though.
That's the beauty of it. You have given me the key to what I believe may be a way out.
So
Thank you for your
might be over
cooperation.
in 3 weeks.
If I may ask,
He's
Strahd,
talking out of his ass.
what exactly is your plan?
It's glorious. I didn't want Irina around to hear this, but I believe let us establish something first. You all hate Barovia as much as I do, yes?
Well, it just got here, so no reason for me to hate it yet.
That's very
I
true.
haven't seen the rest of Barovia in a very long time, so I don't know anymore.
Well, you have 3 weeks to grow to hate it. It's awful. There's no redeeming qualities. There are people that would sacrifice their own children in pursuit of power. Those who would lie and backstab. The land is awful. But fortunately, it is my land. And what I believe is that I've discovered a way to be able to escape it. This will naturally collapse all of it and free everybody else in here or destroy all of them, one or the other.
Okay.
What is that way? As a researcher, I'm asking, not as, somebody that cares what you do.
The dark gift of vampire. I have been training this, researching, looking, guiding, and I believe that there is a way to combine the might of 2 particularly talented vampires to be able to create a hole through the demi-plane, just for a fraction of a second. that I and Irina alone shall be able to escape from. Isn't it wonderful? A true romantic story.
Yeah.
That won't make her love you.
But now I can escape. It nearly not matters. As for all of you, I appreciate all you have done, and that is why I am telling you. Many people do not know when they will die, and you know it may be in 3 weeks. Make good use of your time.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a process, Sarisa. A process. And the earlier it begins, the earlier I can escape out of this horrible, dreadful, terrible land.
You do know what this land is, right?
It's Barovia? I do not understand your question, researcher.
I think eventually you'll come to understand. For now, let's bid adieu.
You're free to ask them, Fenrir.
I'm not, like, that is not something Fenrir would ask. Like, it's not even something Fenrir would say, let alone ask. Like, Fenrir isn't really a shenanigans kind of character.
Shenanigans. Very well, I shall take my leave. Please enjoy the remaining time you have here in the land. They will walk off into the forest, out of sight even for the X-ray vision, and
Going to Gemla.
Maybe we don't have 2 weeks to spend in town.
We have 3 weeks.
We have 3 weeks.
But I think we have our answers to everything already. We just have to go get them.
Okay.
Well, let's go see Viri.
Oh, actually, sorry, before he goes, Fenrir would actually ask if we're welcome to go to the castle or not.
Yeah, can we visit Irina?
When you ask them, let me bring them back out. That you will go ahead and ask that.
Oh god, he's big.
Not necessarily going to see Irina, but just, are we welcome to go to the castle?
No, I will be very busy, as will Irina. There will be no visitations. You have had your proper goodbye. Many people do not get even that in their life. Appreciate it. I have granted it to you.
Andraste,
I will also actually ask, what happens if it doesn't work? What do you think?
Doesn't work.
And
Well,
everyone.
I don't know. But it seems like a fairly certain shot I have. You may call me a bit of a researcher too, just in a different aspect, and perhaps whatever it is you research is probably beneath me.
Oh, is it now?
Ooh.
You had something interesting?
Andraste, upon the visiting the castle question, she will note that, or she will say that she has to check back in with Rahadin again.
You need not worry, I will send Rahadin to you. They will check up on your progress. Training up, even with such a short deadline left, you are truly committed. I respect.
Does he know about what you're doing, Rahadin?
Like with the training of blood magic? Strahd was the one that assigned Rahadin as her tutor.
No. Does Rahadin know that the plane is potentially going to end in 3 weeks?
Ah, yes, they are aware. They're my most trusted lieutenant. We have discussed this at length, and they too believe that Barovia deserves to be cleansed. There is nothing good here. I shall sorely miss him.
Would we still be able to contact him? Like, I guess I'll ask him. Would we still be able to contact you within the next 2 weeks if we need you?
I shall be quite busy, but I shall send out some of my lieutenants to take over the duties that you have grown accustomed with me. They will take a little bit of a longer response time, as they cannot quite so quickly go across the land like I can. For you see, I am the ancient. I am the land.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Then, boop.
Who's Rahadin?
He's the guy that's trained on Dresser.
He is Strahd's lieutenant and most loyal servant.
Gotcha.
He's an elf, I think.
They are Dusk Elf, yes.
What else do we know about him?
And Dresser knows that they are a fairly skilled fighter. Definitely one skilled with, they use the blood magic, although they seem to rely a bit more on the spellcasting aspects than on just the sheer fighting aspects. Raw, he's a nerd.
You get taken out by one level 5 character.
You, finish your return back over to Vallaki. It is just as you remember having left it.
Okay, so
Shopping. Cool.
I suppose we should discuss Strahd's plan. Obviously, it's not gonna work, but it might.
Obviously, I don't know about that one.
Well, he's trying to escape a plane of dread, a way that it's not meant to escape, so be escaped, I mean.
Well, we have
I see
a
that arrow, Finral.
semblance of a starting point.
I think we can chill out for a week if we still want to, because we have, like, for all the prophecy stuff, the ghost and the werewolf den. I'm just saying this OC. We can persuade it now that we're worthy of the treasure with the rock feather.
Okay.
We know the fighter, the were-raven fighter dude.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, what was the other prophecy?
I don't know.
Wait, did we find the wine yet?
The one that had the children inside it?
Yeah.
No. Okay, wait, actually. Okay, for some reason I thought the temple was the one that was the weapon of vengeance, but it's not. Okay, I lied. We still got stuff to do.
Do we have the prophecies pinned somewhere?
Yeah,
Yes.
could we, like, get a little reminder of what it was?
Yeah, they're in pinned.
Oh yeah, I found it. I've got these.
I actually can always make a handout with it too. Give me a moment.
Oh wait, so I guess we could
Let me get your card readings out. I'll place them underneath handouts.
We should probably.
Wait, did we find anything else? It lies with the dead. Under mountains of gold coins. Zariza did find out that Lasaga was a good source of gold. I wonder if that one's referring to her. If it wasn't the mountain, because I thought it was a mountain initially.
Should find Baba Saga and murder her as.
I mean, well, what was it? Was a couple of tasks though.
That sounds evil.
Well, you can do the murdering. Oh,
What was the name of the were-raven dude? I wrote it somewhere, but I can't find it. Oh,
The,
Damien? Damien, right?
Yes, there is a couple where Raven dudes and dudettes. There is Danica. There is where did I put it? Here it is.
Danica Martica.
There's Damien. There's Erwin, the wife of Danica, and father of their two children, Brom and Bray. And there is Damien, the old, wizened leader of the Were-Ravens.
Maybe we should go speak with him.
Okay.
Magic is a gateway to many things, Sarisa.
We said we were gonna go visit Viri first, though, yeah?
Yeah, I am gonna go visit Viri really quickly.
Wait, so we're all chilling in town right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, if
Yep.
we're going to town, I'm gonna go to the inn, because at this point I think Ilion is disinterested in most other things, because he just wants to finish this as soon as possible. And he's gonna walk up to the innkeep, he's gonna hand him 50 gold and some coffee and be like, make sure nobody bothers me in my room. If someone's got food or drink, that's fine, you know, I can still do that, but nobody bothers me. And then I'll give him a second coffee potion for the road too.
Danica goes, alright. I've learned not to question what y'all doing there. Oh, give me a
Yeah,
moment,
I
I'm
will,
checking something. You bring a very, very hefty chest with you, as you all gain 125,000 gold pieces. The million of gold pieces was inside of there, as Strahd had promised.
Who's the treasurer, by the way? Who's the treasurer that will be carrying Gabal's share?
I believe I'm still holding your share.
Atreus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's Atreus still.
So 125,000 gold pieces onto mine
Rich.
and to yours.
It is possible for you to do that, Andraste. Did you want to just head out there? The roads aren't really dangerous for you, and you have shortcuts through them. It's pretty easy for you to get there.
Yeah, if people are gonna go see Viri, Ilion's doing stuff in his room, sure, yeah.
Right?
If you
Is it-
wait one short rest, Fenrir would go with you. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he'll probably
we're gonna
send rest
take
first.
a long rest, Lamau.
Okay, so you're gonna take a long rest first?
Yeah.
Alright. You enter into the Blue Water Inn, Atreus, as you see, you have Genny there, with a ring of inventory just twirling about, enjoying a nice cup of beer, and they say over to you, now looking jolly as ever with no other responsibilities. We're taking care of the inn. Hey man, been a while.
Yeah, well, man, do I have a lot of stories to tell you.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I phoned the inn also and introduced myself.
Oh, you're with all of them then?
Yeah, a new one amongst the other stories that they constantly add to you. Man, buckle yourself down, boy.
Are there any details you omit, or you just tell them everything that happened?
Let's see. Does Atreus want to keep anything from Yevgeny? Nah, he's
What
probably
about
like
the
an old
dark-
war buddy. Whether he
what about the-
believes Atreus,
I was gonna say, what about the dark powers?
no, he'll probably tell that. In fact, he may
Okay.
even show it to him.
I feel like it's kind of hard to hide the dark powers.
I mean,
You guys-
Atreus is actually not taking off his mask, which is probably a big difference to how he normally speaks to Yevgeny. Yep. So like he's like telling out the story of dealing with the hags. I guess fighting the big bad Baba Lysaga, dealing with the Capi, the Catawba passes, the trek up the mountain, and how blistering cold it was. And
Well, not to you, it wasn't.
well, the first time it was.
It was
and
a
then
part of the
second-
ship actually. He wasn't cold immune until like the second time up.
Okay.
Yeah, how blistering cold it was. How he was gifted the power of cold immunity by the wise frog Radu. Their trek up the mountain, their battle with the gigantic rock. Actually, he even shows Yevgeny the giant rock feather as before Ilion takes it back to his workshop to do whatever he's doing. He does show it to him that was attached to Drusilla, who carried it into town.
Don't we need the feather for the ghost and the werewolf den before we turn into an item?
No, the feather's mine.
Okay.
I never
what
agreed
is-
to anything, any other uses of the feather, so I don't know where all this came from.
Wait,
Okay.
why was it necessary for the ghost?
The ghost asked us to show it a symbol that proved that we are worthy of the treasure, and the rock was the likely option.
Well, I mean, you could still show it as a magic item, but as far as Atreus is concerned, he never agreed to any other thing besides for the feather to be used.
That's
as
fair
other
actually.
than
The magic item would be very reminiscent of the rock. So
Yeah, I think it's fine if you turn to an item first. I don't see why the ghost wouldn't accept it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not giving it, so.
I didn't ask you to give it.
Oh, okay, good. Anyways, so Atreus shows Yevgeny the gigantic rock feather as proof of its defeat, and continues on to his story about entering the temple, how he touched one of the coffins, and actually shows him the spiky arm, and as to why he's not taking off his helmet, and continues down back, and maybe he'll leave out. Actually, how much does he want to give up knowing about Strahd? Well, I guess Yevgeny kind of knows about the whole Strahd circumstance, so he'll let him know about the current circumstance in regards to the current fate of this dread plane. And that's about it.
Hey, by the time your story finishes, they went from a full beer cup all the way down to the bottom of it. They drink especially extra, as you mentioned that last part about the demi plane potentially exploding.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, 3 things. 1, very impressive. That is a very big feather, and I trust your account of that. 2, these dark powers sound incredibly suspicious. Are you sure you're okay? Are all of you really okay? I mean, you seem fine right now, but I don't know.
Other than the fact that I probably will never be able to take off my helmet off in public ever again, can't say it's been worse.
Well,
Okay.
I feel he's like just flexing himself. I feel great actually. I feel stronger, but maybe I could have done without the physical deformities.
3, they look around to see that Inn's not very occupied right now. As they lean in, what's this about? Everything exploding in 3 weeks?
Wish I could
Excuse
tell
me?
you more. Wish I could tell you more details about it, honestly. But I hope to have figured out something to prevent that from happening.
Figure
I
out
hope-
something.
Yeah, if you have any ideas with your network of information, I would gladly like it to know as well.
I feel like my life might depend on this. This is heavy.
Yeah. Atreus is also just drinking big chunks right now. You don't see Atreus drink very often, but in this case, he's actually drinking also a lot.
Well, I wanted to say cheers to the first 2 parts, but the 3rd part's kind of a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
it's not
They
bad.
both
We'll
sit.
probably figure it out.
They're just kind of sitting there, like, awkwardly in silence, like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Atreus is also just like quite depressed right now about the whole situation.
Yeah, look, I can draw directly on here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing at least. I didn't get these dark powers just for me to die here, and I'm gonna make sure that you don't. That I want to continue drinking with you as much as I want to get off of this place. So, how about it?
I'll try my best. I just wish there was more I could do. I got this ring, but I can't exactly, give you a discount on anything. It's not my choice.
Yeah, I know. But if there's anything I at least got out of this annoying talk with that Strahd, I got at least quite a hefty sum of money.
There is actually one thing I think I can do. I suppose it's not much. It's the only thing I've been good for, but... yeah. They take the ring of inventory off of their hand and hand it over to you.
Wow.
With that, you should be able to purchase anything at a moment's notice. I
Really?
don't think it would do me much good right now.
Well, I'm truly honored. I will be sure to uphold its strict requirements, and trust me, this is not the last you've seen of this ring. I will return it to you.
Well, put that on a 4-week timer. Danica, could I have another beer? Oh, Jesus. That's a name I heard on the street once.
Yeah, I don't know about this Jesus fellow, but
Right.
I
guess
was trying to I don't know you well, but hey, if these guys trust you, I trust you, and I just wanted to tell you that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
There is that.
I've heard that before.
Hey.
Yes, but before
at least I kept my
I
promise
wasn't
to you.
here.
With all of that, you all have a successful long rest.
Ooh. Oh, didn't I already have one? Because I just ended on a mountain first. And they took 24 hours anyway.
It would have taken like 24 hours just to get to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But this is your first actual, appropriate long rest. You can buy a Sunboyd, yeah. There's some legends attached to those things. They emit sunlight, it's pretty cool.
Sunblade, it's not the raw campaign, so just... it doesn't do what you think it does.
I think I remember, there was this production I saw back over at Waterdeep. It was, what's the name of it? Watarsars, I think. They, spell it as such. Real cool, you should see it when you get a chance. They use sunblades in it.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll leave Barovia. I mean, Fenrir's not even here, but we'll leave Barovia to go see what our stars. Seems makes sense.
Alright. After your long rest, Andraste wakes up in the morning, and with Fenrir in tow, is there anybody else joining them as they head over to the Vistani encampment?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Are they going to the winery?
I think we're going to the Vistani encampment, which is way north.
Fenrir's gonna go to both. He's gonna accompany Andraste there, and then just probably yeet by
Because
himself.
I wanna follow up on Phil's thing too. Are you guys doing it at the same time, or?
Ideally.
There's a lot of hours in today.
Yeah, I'll come along, and then I guess I can go check on Phil after.
Do we get our max HP back from this long rest if we've lost it?
Yes.
Because of the cold.
Yes, if you had lost your max HP from the cold, it is returned.
Imagine losing max HP.
So someone had to be the guinea pig.
As you wake up, or at least arrive in the morning, Ilion and Sarissa, you both can see past the cloud cover in the sky. You see that, while kind of just looking off into the distance every now and then, you see that these stars, which you now recognize being souls that are up there, occasionally, every now and then, one of them will stop randomly going about, and one of them instead heads toward the castle and droops down toward the very top in a little flash of light.
Wait, shooting stars? Or something else?
You learned up on the Amber Temple that these stars that were up in the sky are actually souls that are up there and simply drift chaotically about. But now it seems every now and then, one of them will go in a beeline straight toward Castle Ravenloft and descend like a flash of light down to the very top of it.
That's slightly concerning.
Alright, Sarisa, you are casting Wish?
Huh?
Yes.
Alright. With your Ring of 3 Wishes, I assume that's how you bought, right?
No, I can cast Wish.
Which aspect does allow me to cast Wish?
Invocation.
That's an invocation that you cast a Wish?
Yes.
Can you see the text of it? That's wild.
Yes. Please hold.
Please wait warmly.
Please wait warmly.
We are off the mountain, so we can now wait warmly.
You can. Did you see Chip exit out of your bag, Fenrir? Oh, it is not nearly warm enough. Not nearly cold enough. Sorry.
If he is in my bag, Fenrir's just going to hit him. He is not staying in my bag. If he is snuck into my bag, he is getting hit on exit.
Okay, I get it. Chip drifts on over into somebody else's bag.
Well, actually, no. As he hits him, he'd like to actually extend a hand out and say, "My apologies, Chip. Come back. I won't do it again." And I would like to just automatically succeed my deception roll with Boon, or whatever it's called.
Man, oh, you got me good. Even your practical jokes. Chip will go back into your bag then.
Okay. He'll just hit him again later. It's fine. In game.
That's so mean. What?
General does not like Chip.
All right,
Promise
interesting.
I won't do it again. Absolutely intends to.
I won't do it again, but secretly.
I'll do it again.
Alright, Sarisa, with the power of your invocation, you activate the mightiest mortal magic that one is able to conjure and cast Wish. Where are you casting Wish? Because this is the first time someone's cast it, so we have to be all grand about it.
No, Cabal's
I'm not gonna lie, she might just go to the archive and do it.
Casting Wish in the archive, a bold move. Alright. Heading into the archive with the mightiest magic that mortals are able to conjure, you cast Wish. The books and shelves about the place shake with the raw magical energy that it exerts. A few of the books for the first time fall out of place as nameless tendrils from out of the shadows reach over and try putting them back over.
I will.
As a forceful explosion appears.
And
your
if I
wish
do
materializes.
inside the whatchamacallit, cube of force, does that help?
No. This is Wish. And your wish is granted. What do you wish for?
I think 3 spells that are not on the warlock list to be turned into warlock spells and for me to learn them.
Which spells will those be?
That's a good question. I never got that far. I think I only have 2 chosen so far. Is there... I can pick whatever I want though, right?
I think we had previously specified that the 3 depends on which one you pick. I think for the most part it should be fine.
I think you said, so you told me that I could do like 5 or 6 if it was 5th and lower, and it was 3 if it was higher.
Oh yeah, for your pack magic, not pack magic, arcanum.
The
arcanum.
slots? Yeah.
Yeah, the arcanum slots. Yeah, I think that's what we had agreed on, something along those lines.
Okay.
Which 2 did you choose so far then?
I think. Wait, I actually have a list of 8 right here. So, you know what? I'll get back to you on that because I literally have not looked at this list for like 3 months.
You're like, I
But-
finally can cast a wish. Now
Starting to cast Wish.
another dog that has caught their tail. Another Icarus that has flown too close to the sun.
Also, as a
Alright.
side wish, I turned Fenrir into a turnip for 1 hour.
Wow. Alright, out and about. Those of you, what's the order you're going here? Is it sort of a Vistani encampment, and then over to Viri, and then over to...
The plan was that they would go do the very thing while Andraste goes to the people. But whatever.
Sari might go do the very thing and then meet you guys at the winery after you do the thing with the people. That might be
That can
most
work.
logical.
Can Diana come with you?
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
Teresa.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have two groups heading out. One over to Viri and Phil, and one over to the Vistani encampment. Ilion, are you still working on various magical items then, in the meantime,
Yep.
just like in your cart?
Yep.
Alright, getting dragged along inside of the cart, through on Linea's,
These fucking
they-
rats dragging me away from my nice room. Wait, how long has it been thus far?
We should just dimension door you like into your own little dimension, and then we'll just pull you out when we need you.
I'm down for that. Yeah. Wait, do you have the demi-plane spell?
I do.
Does that work? Does that work?
If you have two demi-plane entrances that both connecting over to the same one, it would be possible to have one connect in one spot and then have it also connect in another spot.
I meant like, does demi-plane work in general in Barovia?
Yes,
Yeah.
demi-planes function.
Okay. Well, if that is possible, that would be not. That way, I'm not getting tossed around underneath the dragon. You know, like.
All right. So, do you have enough to cast demi-plane twice? Because you can create the room, but you would need to link back to it somewhere else eventually, right?
Does anyone want to volunteer to help me recast Demiplane?
You mean volunteer?
Volunteer.
If not, it's fine. I'll use my 9th. Wait, actually, no, I can't use my 9th level. Sorry.
Can you explain?
Casting wish. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has demi-plane besides you.
So basically, it's been changed. It's been homebrewed such that it creates a room on a different plane and connects like a shadowy door to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we close that door and then go somewhere else, we just need one other person to cast Demiplane again so we can pull Ilion back out. I mean, this is more for flavor than anything, so I guess it doesn't really
Wait,
matter
I thought
too
you
much,
could.
but-
I thought you could. Wait. Oh, I see. When the.
Yeah, like one casting
It only
opens
lasts an
one
hour.
door, so you need to cast it
Yeah.
again to open another door.
That's a good point. Okay, I don't want to be on a demi-plane.
Okay.
They don't
You
want to
can
be
wrap
trapped in
around.
there. All right, Teresa, I'm ready to go. Teresa.
You know what we
Teresa.
can do is like, what we can do is like put a Leomund's tiny hut into the cart. Would that work?
It would not. Raymond's
I
tiny
don't
hut with
think.
the-
No.
No.
Wait, we can do Mordekainen's mansion. You think? Okay. Mordekainen's. Oh, isn't there one thing that like people can rest in that lasts 24 hours or something? Am I crazy?
Magnificent Mansion is the one you were thinking about, I believe. The problem with Magnificent Mansion is
Can't move.
yeah, it can't move from where it's initially placed, I believe. So you can't like place it on a piece of wood and just carry the wood around with you.
Well, yeah, but what if you place it on like wheels? You know?
Well, here's the thing. It's not actually like a physical entrance you can move. Like, it is a 5-foot wide, 10-foot tall magical entrance that just kind of stays in place. There's no way to move it once you place it down. Like,
There is an
objects would just move through
item
it.
we can buy from the Ring of Inventory that's literally a flying base. Or Ilion could just stay in Valaki if he's not interested in interacting with any of those people. If he
Wait,
doesn't
yeah.
want to
Wait,
be
so
rocked
where are you
around.
guys going?
Well, we're going to the Valaki encampment, the place the people that were looking for a new place to stay. The
I mean, if we're not doing
winery.
anything like,
Yeah, it's not anything significant.
then yeah, no, I'll just stay in the Lucky then.
Okay,
Yeah,
problem
it's
solved.
just the encampment and the Veery. That's it.
2
Also,
goals for the day.
if it has been, if we did get that long rest, then before you guys, is Diana going with you?
Yes, I'm going to Veery's.
Okay, but then before you leave, Ilion will give you your shield and request 5,000 gold. Pay for the cost. Because
They are rich now.
yeah, God has determined that it was slightly more than raw cost.
What the fuck? Okay, first of all, you said 2,000 and I was like
Yeah,
specifically holding
well,
2,000. But
but
okay.
you just got 125,000, but it was 2,000, but the Aqua codified some of the costs to crafting, which increased the price.
Doesn't that
Yeah,
only
I
apply
will
No, he
doesn't apply
said you're
retroactively, though?
using the it's not retroactive. It's still the old
Oh, is
price.
it not?
No.
Oh. Okay, then yeah, it's 2,000.
But Ilion could still just upcharge it just because, if you want.
That's true.
That's true. You could upcharge.
But
I
yeah, no,
will
if
give
we're using no
you-
cost, then it's 2,000.
I will give you 7,000.
What?
Wait, what?
Final offer.
You know what?
You're like
Here's the thing.
2,000.
Here's the
Nah,
thing,
5,000.
Marcus.
Give him 125,000,
7,000.
honestly.
No, listen. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you this, like, out of the kindness of my heart. If you upcharge me, I'm gonna be mad about it. If you charge me the regular price, I will tip you triple. Okay? Like, that's just how I work. So
So you should pay him 6,000.
next time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was not charging you more for that. That was what I thought the price was.
I like to think that Diana is saying this in character.
Yeah.
This is the
I
first time
understand.
meeting Ilion, really like
That's
interacting with him for
fair.
an extended period of time.
That's
I
fair.
am telling him that out of like in character, like, and also this is for any character I will ever play.
Okay, that's fair. Well, whatever Diana gives me for it, I will accept.
They then slam the door to the room as you see bright black light exiting out occasionally from the.
Keep listening.
Speaking about Gauthier tree stuff, you found something on your way down, Atreus.
I got 125.
Oh, on the way down by myself?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
125,000 each.
What's that?
Yeah, Strahd gave you 1 million gold pieces.
Who?
Strahd, like in total, that party got 1 million gold pieces. But no, that's
Oh,
not what you
yeah.
found on the way down, Atreus.
Okay.
He found
Okay,
another
I'm
million.
I was like,
They
wait, what?
found another million. No, Atreus, what you find is, on your way down the mountain, what you find is the following. Give me a moment.
Oh.
Winterwolf found a nice stick on the ground. On their way back.
Nice.
Oh, it's no longer a necrotic Gauthier staff.
It is a regular Gauthier staff.
Atreus is just like, wait, like maybe you don't want to have that in your mouth. What do you do?
Well,
give it,
yeah,
Winterwolf, give it, Winterwolf.
there are now two people.
I-
Another two people that could
Yeah.
want that.
I was interested in that. How does Diana want that?
Nope.
Okay.
you
Does
go.
anyone have a problem if I take that?
I mean, Atreus is a bit perturbed why Ilion wants the random stick Winterwolf wants, but he lets him have it. It's like it's been in his mouth, but okay.
Yeah, I'll clean it up. I'll cast what is it, Prestidigitation or whatever. I'll use all-purpose tool to gain that cantrip for a day and then cast Prestidigitation.
Clean up the staff.
Yeah.
Mind Spike allowed you to
Diana?
see. Mind Spike allowed you to see when something the distance something is to you, right?
Yeah, you always know its location if it's on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, I forgot. Did you actually do that, Teresa, with Mind Spike? Or because you did the Griff of Warring thing, right?
She said she's BRBing.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
she did say she was doing that.
Okay, when they're here, remind me to ask them about it again. No, they do not, Fenrir. I thought about it originally, but I was like, differentiating them is too hard. it's not impossible to revisit that idea eventually. Okay. Go with the staff is returned back over to the party. And so your journey commences first with the one that will be quicker. As you go past him, morning. It echoes in your mind now. Morning.
Nice.
I cannot believe it's Robert Fillet and we're doing nothing about it.
I mean, I don't even know why we were looking for him.
You do understand
Yeah,
why
I still
Cabal
don't
went to find him in the first place, right?
Yeah, he hasn't explained. You guys just went along.
He's like, honestly, I did not think I would get this far.
All right. You reach over to. Hold on. Hey, it's Zin. What's that? They're gone. You arrive over at the Vistani Encampment. For those of you who are their first time here, it kind of looks like this, with homes, cottages of sort that look like they were cobbled together really quickly, but still very good craftsmanship, and a circle of wagons over at the top, with a giant tent there with people inside. As you're approaching, you can tell even from a distance that there is quite the hubbub going on up above. There are people exiting and entering the tent fairly rapidly as you see people going into the cottages with boxes in their hands and bringing it over to the wagons nearby.
Alright, guess at some point.
And Darcy, you arrive into the interior. Did I recognize you? I'm trying to remember if you were here. I don't remember if you were here or Sonic was here.
It was, and yeah, it was Andraste.
Okay. Entering into the encampment, the two fellows here, quickly recognize you, as Lavash is the one who speaks up, with a bit of a growl on their chin inside his portrait, but they're much friendlier than they look, as they look over and say to you, well, look who it is. Welcome back. They go ahead and give you a nice, quick, strong hug. And you caught us at a busy time, sorry.
What seems to be the rush here happening.
Last night, we received what would be the right word for it? PSA? A message? A warning from Lord Strahd that things would be happening inside the realm soon, and that we are to evacuate.
Oh, I'm surprised he cared enough to tell. Anyways, well, I guess if you're leaving the realm, I guess it might be a bit late to tell you that we found you a spot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't have to go so far out of your way to do it.
No, it wasn't too much of a trouble. More of a on the way thing we kinda did.
Oh, a promise is a promise regardless. As they will go ahead and dig through some of their things and go ahead and provide you with what had been promised to you when you initially had arrived. Give me a moment. Where is it? Where it at? Oh, here it is. As you receive an instrument of the bards.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
Keep in mind, I got this quest a very long time ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I appreciate it. And I hope whenever, I guess, everything goes down, wherever life takes you, you'll be well.
And also, you receive the harp. And as to you, where is that spot? Just so we can know, of course.
Yep, Atreus will, I guess if there's like any map of any kind, will generously point it out for them.
Alright, perfect. They do mark it down. Well, who knows? Maybe when we return. Please, feel free to rest here if you'd like. We have more business to attend to. Excuse me. As they will also be helping out with the people, loading and these boxes over into the wagons from their cottages.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's just that's it.
Quite simple.
Pretty simple mission. You head up the mountain, up to Mount Baratok. Meanwhile, the other group goes. Their mission is much more dangerous, more difficult, more befitting of the danger that they find themselves into. Getting up here, Viri greets them. Over here at the previous meeting spot they had previously gotten, Viri has received certain information of the divine variety from their successful divine intervention from earlier.
Hello. Good to see you, Grace. What happened exactly?
We tell her what happened without telling her what happened right now.
Yeah, we fill Viri in
Yeah,
without having to,
actually say
literally
it.
say everything.
Yeah.
Alright, she's gonna be like, wow, that's crazy. Anyway,
Yeah, we're all gonna die, potentially.
well, that's...
Yep.
That's, not what I wanted to hear today, but that's okay.
Well, we're gonna attempt to, not die.
As you would, if you need my help or, Phil's, feel free to ask. But, as for now, let me update you on what we found out. So,
Okay.
let's see. I found Phil's library location. It should be past a stone wall under Luna Lake.
Not Lake Veritalk. I'm bad at names.
Lake Veritalk.
Yeah, they didn't say it. They said it wrong the first time. It's not my fault.
Yes. This is all Aqua Jargon's doing.
I've done nothing wrong in my life ever.
I am going to draw it on the map and show it to Sarisa. This is as far as I can figure out. This is exactly where I think this stone wall is going to be. The library should contain the information that you're looking for. Unfortunately, I could not myself go there to figure it out, so I was waiting for you to come back. But now that you're here, hopefully you can go and figure it out.
Alright, if that is convenient, we will go check it out. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem. And I would like to also give this to you for your travels. And she will give you the Thunder Sword.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate this.
I do not use this anymore, so you can have it.
Okay.
Right.
So it was a
With
pleasure
that-
to meet you, Linnea and Diana. I
You
have
as-
to return now.
You as well, Viri.
Goodbye.
Hopefully, we will see each other again without before we die or
I will.
after.
I will try to figure out if Phil has any answers about this whole end of the world thing, and if I find something, Sarisa, I will contact you.
Sarisa just nods. How's Phil doing?
Literally, same as always. Nothing's changed. There's just been some more mumbling about different things that I'm trying to decipher. So I'm not really sure if
Is
any
it
of the
okay?
information that I give you make any sense.
Is it alright if we say hi to him?
Sure. Let me try to summon him. Phil. Beep boop.
Wait, beep boop.
Hold on, it's ringing.
Hold on.
What is it?
Oh lord.
As they do answer the phone on the other end of your banana.
What?
Hey,
Excuse me?
so our old friends wanted to say hi to you. Do you mind dropping by for a second?
Friends? I only have acquaintances.
We're friends, Phil. I've literally lived with you for the past, like, how long has it been?
You're not my friend. You're more like, what is it? What's the word? It's like the word for, you know, and so it can be.
Right, well, whenever you're ready, Phil.
They hang up. You hear a dial tone that they are clearly making with their voice. No.
Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work today. Maybe tomorrow.
Sarisa just kind of gives Viri a slightly judgmental look and agrees to come back later.
He, like, kind of gives her, like, a shrug, like, there's literally nothing I can do for you.
Yeah.
I have to live with this. Also, it's funny because when Aqua, I didn't quite know, like, what my character's backstory is gonna be. I told Aqua to kind of, like, interpret, like, Diana's story, incorporate her story into, you know, like, whatever it was. And so he didn't tell me what her backstory was for the longest time. And then when he was telling me, he's like, so you're gonna be this person's, like, he's gonna be your mentor, like, because you haven't had enough mentors in this campaign. Literally all of my characters have been, like, sent off to a mentor.
Wonderful. Alrighty, I guess we go back to
Yeah, she'll poof
Winery.
away.
Yeah. And you learn the location of where this supposed library is. At the bottom of Lake Beartalk.
Cool.
Poggies.
This all is done like the span of like 2 hours tops. Do you meet up back in Velaki or what?
We agreed to
We
meet
gotta
back
go to
up
the
at
winery first.
Alright. You all meet up on the road to the winery. Travel is a non-issue at this point.
I was hoping to have some stuff done in town before anything else.
Yeah, let me go and get Freddy moved over to the mountain.
Mountain of Dead.
There was still some stuff I needed to get done before we go on in like an adventure that could result in combat.
Well, we're staying for a week anyway, so.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing at the winery?
We're
Well,
gonna
not
talk to
everybody.
Damien.
Not everybody has to go everywhere.
Yeah,
So
you
if
don't have
need
you don't have to
do-
go if you don't want
Okay.
to.
Alright, no, I don't need to go.
Diana will go because she's excited to see Barovia.
That's a good enough reason.
And also she's been standing in one place for too long.
Alright. So the group combines together, along with anybody else that chooses to join at this point. Meanwhile, back in Valaki, Linnea hands over Thunder's Encore and the rock card over to Ilion.
What?
I'm knocking on your door and I'm quickly passing you the rock heart and the Thunder's Encore.
Yep. Sure.
Ilion just shuts the door in his face.
I'll bring him some food too and just leave it inside the door.
Yeah, Ilion is as zoned out as I was, sorry.
Also, Aqua, I do have a question, by the way. For the characters like that are new, can we get like that buff that we got like from the townies?
Would you like to talk to Lady Watcher about it?
Yes.
Cool. Then that's another thing on the fairly long list of itinerary at this point.
We've been gone for a while, okay?
It's like when you finish the main mission and then you have to complete the side quest.
Exactly.
You head on over to the winery. With a group in tow of everybody who is there. I believe that includes Atreus as well. And oh yeah, they got it back. You arrive over to the winery with not many familiar faces because they're all were-ravens. However, they recognize you and like all give you a nice feathery wave whenever you pass by, and they always say thank you the first time that they pass by you.
They speak in common?
Yeah, they can speak common.
An X-ray vision look under the thing.
Inside of here?
Yeah.
They have finally repaired up the barrel, but they have not fermented new wine into it quite yet.
Is there anything like underneath it?
There is not.
Stupid old prophecy lady.
Well,
Is
hold on.
Gil
Oh, yeah.
fired?
They're part of the race that Strahd helps, right? I'm trying to remember what
No.
they're called again.
The Vistani, no.
Vistani? I
No,
thought they
they're
were.
were-ravens.
These are where?
Or at least I thought Danica was one.
No.
Guess I was under the impression that they were.
The were-ravens are not Vistani. The were-ravens are were-ravens.
Ravens.
Right? Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, your question earlier, Fenro, about your pondering the card.
I mean, I'd like to just ponder about like all the leads that we haven't got, like the prophecy ones, since there's probably enough time.
Let's see.
What could we be missing?
An unconsidered possibility, a weakness to ponder on, or a concept that may be overlooked.
What? That's a thing?
It's a custom background feature we made like a year ago or something.
You ponder. Are you pondering about a specific card reading or just generally?
It's 10 minutes, right? So I could probably ponder like the main card readings that we've not dealt with, which is all of them apart from there's the first 4.
You ponder. There seems to be only one source of wine in pretty much the entire Barovian Valley, and this is certainly it. It doesn't seem to be any of these wines of vats of wine, vine vats. And so you consider the possibility that there are records of where wine has gone to previously.
I see. I'd like to ask about said records.
Mm-hmm.
I ask the is the old guy there, like the guy who's in charge?
Damien Mardikov. Are you going to ask for where Damien is?
Yes, I'd like to, ask for him, as there is business to discuss.
Right. And so you go ahead and do so. They enthusiastically lead you over. Of course, anything to help, whatever we can. And you are brought up toward this room that is initially locked. This one right here.
Is this all of us or just?
It's anybody who decides to venture in, venture by, venture toward, venture. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You knock over at the door, and a fellow goes ahead and opens it up. Unlike all the other wares, you see this one has kind of a hunched back to them. Yeah? Oh, it is all of you. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Good, whatever it is, he would say. I'm quite interested in the record of where the wine is shipped. I take it you would have some records of this, ledgers and such.
They will go ahead and scratch over onto their chin. Yeah, I got him. Not sure what you need him for, but let me go. They will scooch past you over into one room and then into the corner, into this little closet area right here. And they will reach over. And as they're trying to reach over for some of the books, you notice that like their feathers are getting in the way. Dang nabbit. Hold on.
Teresa will use Mage Hand to help.
No, I got this. I don't need your... I think just because I'm old, I can't...
Old are you, sir?
Kind of lose track over the years, and that's a rude question to ask.
Well, I'm only asking because I bet you I'm older.
Oh, a competition. Oh, I am 1,600 years old. Beat that.
Okay, you win. However, I don't see it as old. I see it as wise.
You're a half cup full kind of gal, ain't you?
I'd try to be.
Well, here are the records. They go ahead and pass you over the ledger that has the complete records of wine shipments. Parsing through the first couple of pages, it becomes abundantly clear that the only people that have gotten shipments over the many years, or recent years that is, are Velagi and occasionally Kresk. There are some shipments that are you find listed further and further back as you keep going, that seem to be over to Yesterhill, where Baba the Saga. Oh no, over to Berez, where Baba the Saga was. But it seems that after a certain point, he's conspicuously stopped. And going even further back than that, way further through the tens of pages that are inside of this ledger with the times that things have been sent, is to one conspicuous acronym on there that says VL dot. Uncapitalized, like that. And these ones are quite old. The last time that this particular place, individual thing has been shipped to would have been several hundred years ago.
They keep quite extensive details.
Going even further back into it, like at the very back of the page, you see that there are sporadic shipments over to Castle Ravenloft as well, over the years. They don't keep these records in the same place as everywhere else.
Why not?
Oh, you're asking that to Damien?
Yeah, it's really like why are these separate?
Well, how to say this? Strahd does rule over the land of Barovia. And so when we ever get a request, it's kind of a top priority to get it out as fast as we can. Nothing much about it besides that.
Let's see.
They don't make the request too often, but they have parties there, here and there.
Where do you normally send your most expensive wine? Is it to Castle Ravenloft?
Only if they request it, otherwise we usually just ship it out to Vallaki, because they're the most common purchaser of it.
Is
What
there...
Or where is VI?
No, they said Vallaki.
Oh,
No,
is that what
she's
VI
asking
means?
separate. Oh, is that... Oh.
Oh, you're asking if the VL is Vallaki?
Oh, is it
Yes.
VL or is it VI?
VL. VL DOS, but it looks like the last shipment to that was hundreds of years ago.
Yes,
So-
so he'll ask if that's a different place. Like,
Yeah.
where is VL? Or VL dot?
Ah, that one. Hold on, let me think. It's been a while. I think I'm the only one here that even knows. And they they look like they're straining their brain cells. You think you see their temple throbbing from the concentration they're putting onto this question. Until finally they go, now I remember. There was some fella named Vladimir. They wanted some wine, a lot of it, and we shipped to them a few times. They were being real conspicuous about it, or they were trying to be subtle. They wanted us to deliver it on the road somewhere, and then they just picked it up from there, rather than directly to where they were. It's weird.
How long ago and where exactly did you deliver it to? Like, where did he pick it up?
There's a road that goes right out here from the vineyard. We just dropped it there and they picked it up and that was it. We didn't ask too many questions. It was weird. Speaking of it, you pondered this, Teresa. You're asking about Irina, right? You're asking about like your telepathic link specifically?
Yeah, like, so we cast Mind Spec on her so we know where she would be, and then we had the telepathic bond for however long it lasts.
As their mind spike went over to the castle, right? It was there for a little while. And then after they were there for like an hour or two, it just stopped. There was no more reading from it.
Okay. And then the telepathic bond. What'd she say Strahd was doing?
Similar thing. It just stopped. There were no
Are you
messages.
Like once she got to the castle?
Yes.
As I'm assuming we'd be interacting her with her on the way there, right?
I think they're pretty fast, but as soon as they got there, the telepathy wasn't working anymore.
Okay. Is there a spell in particular that would cancel it out, like Mind Blank? Or was that also an effect when we visited the castle last time, Cereza and Andraste?
Let me check something. Telepathy would be able to be cancelled out by something as simple as the spell magic.
Okay.
Being on another plane, or anything that would prohibit interplanar communication, or similar things.
Okay.
Why is telepathy evocation magic? That's so weird. Anyway, all the roads. Well, the one I'm telling you about is this one. This is where that Vlad fella went and picked us up.
Oh.
Just outside.
And then they took
You
it.
said it's been over 100 years?
It's been a couple hundred. I don't... Ledger has the exact date. The exact date is a couple hundred years ago, because I don't feel like specifying the exact times. Yeah, it's been a while.
Do you remember, like, what he looked like, or any of his, like, mannerisms? Or about the events of the last time that you saw him?
Normally I'd be more suspicious about all these questions, but you saved our life. All of us. Let me think. What did they look like? Kind of a gangly fella, I'd say. They, hold on, let me,
Syriza will interrupt him and hold out her hand and ask him to grab it so she can cast Telepathic Bond so that he can give them an image of what this guy looked like.
Alright, hold on. Let me think. Hey, we'll go ahead and touch her hand at that and do so. Give me a moment to find something.
Is that multi-person? Is that like a multi-target spell?
Yes.
Cool. Ben will also reach out to share with the image.
Yeah, you guys, anyone can. Anyone who's in the room can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, get your butt in here then.
I am there. In mind.
In
There she
white? Specifically in white.
I said in mind.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, what?
Give me a moment.
I'm waiting.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Elevator music. I'm like trying. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Yeah.
The guy has a long neck.
Does this image remind me of, like, do I know of any studies of what the vampire dark power overlord looks like?
Vampire dark power overlord?
Yeah, the guy, like, whose dark power is missing from the temple.
There were two. Vampire was very much.
Vampire.
According to Extender, it is very much Strahd who took over Vampire.
Yes, but before Strahd took over him, what did he look like? Do I know?
Like, what the dark power of Vampire looked like?
Yes.
This would have been... Hold on, I'm getting a timeline in my head. Hold on. Vampire's description was like that of a... Let me even pull out the description. I mean, presumably you just went in and then, like, took a look at him. Where is the description here? Presuming that you had done that earlier and like you had like investigated the vampire sarcophagus at some point just by touching the sarcophagus and then communing with them and talking, right, which is where you got a lot of your information about dark powers from sometimes. Here's what you saw. When you were transported over to vampire sarcophagus, you saw a field of dead grasses and twisted dying trees. Littering the ground are thousands of pale, shriveled corpses, their bodies torn, pierced, and drained of all blood. Tens and thousands of enormous black bats, each the size of a large dog, hanging from the branches of trees, their eyes fixated upon you. And then, in the distance, beneath an enormous black Goltish tree, looming far above the rest, crouches Vampire. A monstrous humanoid with two long bat-like wings that extend beyond its arms, a pair of bat-like ears, and a gaping wall of teeth culminating in a pair of enormous fangs. Crouching upon the ground rather than standing, its flesh a pale blue tinged gray and its mouth and face dripping with blood. Crimson stains mark the flesh of its chest, and its arms end in long wicked claws with which blood oozes without end. Very much to say that Vladimir here does not look like, well, any of that unless you're being mean to the dude. You like go up to them and you're like, it's hideous.
Hey, we already did that last time, so. No, but he is kind of hideous though. Like.
Wow.
Yeah, Rose, how would you feel if someone said that to you?
Yeah. How would you feel?
People say that to me all the time. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's a lie, and you know it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, do you need the ledger that badly? I've been doing a really good job of keeping this thing accurate, but I don't mind parting with it that much. I can start again.
Is there a spell that can let us make a copy or something?
You should keep your ledger.
Just trying to be helpful. You can copy it if you got a little bit of time.
I think I'm mainly interested in the shipments to Vladimir, and then. Oh, did he answer where the most expensive wine in Valaki goes to? Is it just to the tavern?
They said that generally it goes to Valaki because they're the most consistent ordering of the wine. Otherwise, Castle Ravenloft gets priority every time they order.
Okay, but when it goes to Valaki, does it just go to the tavern? Or does someone in Valaki specifically order it, is what I mean.
Well, we have Danica over there who handles those kind of shipments generally. They handle all the things involving whether or not we need a refill. It's nice having somebody on the inside of sorts. I don't get why Danica wants to live amongst those, no offense to all of you, non-were ravens, but, you know, they're not as traditional. Yes, they're, like, all, as you're hearing this response, you hear a little commotion down from, the south. As in down below, on the floor below, on the lower floor. You hear, were ravens murmuring about. As you hear some footsteps going up with large metal steps. Give me a moment. I suppose you do have your X-ray vision. Let me check something.
Make a shadow blade just in case. But have it like holstered.
You can never be too prepared. That is pretty cool that you can just have a shadow blade ready whenever you want.
Like at least just like materializes like on his back in a holster or something like that.
You can see through this wall here, Sarisa, as you see the following individual heading up the steps.
Oh, it's Rahadin.
You recognize them as Rahadin, heading up to the second floor. They greet the were-raven warmly and move through the door. Oh, hello. They give a bow with one hand claps over their chest. It is good to see all of you again.
Good afternoon. What brings you here?
A simple order of wine for the master. Andraste will go ahead and try to conjure up a whip of blood and try hitting you with it.
Damn, y'all gotta start a fight indoors? You can't wait to splatter your blood everywhere outside?
I think Andraste is here.
Andraste, you there?
She did.
Andraste is dead again.
I wonder if she fell asleep.
Or asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dead are, basically the same thing. Andraste being not quite so responsive, they will actually just ignore their existence.
Wow.
If you are busy, I can wait momentarily for your business to conclude. I am just here to order wine for the master.
You go ahead.
Yeah, Cereza waves him inside. We're just getting to know the were-ravens and taking a tour.
It is a marvelous facility. The wine here is always good.
Okay.
Damien. Rahadin.
As opposed to the wine elsewhere?
We do have shipments of wine that we can get. Mainly because we have people who can deliver it from the outside. But today is a special occasion. You see that as they are writing their order and filling out the form for Davian here.
What is today?
Today, the master is beginning a ceremony to wed over to Irina. Preparations are being made.
Are we invited?
I will ask the master about it. But right now, the guest list is quite small, mostly to us in the castle. They finish filling out the form. If you excuse me, I have many more preparations to make. They will try again to hit Andraste, who will not respond. So, I'm just gonna...
Unlucky.
They hit Andraste, all they hear is a dial tone. The dial-up sound.
They just stand there and T-posed.
Fenrir will ask if the were-ravens sleep.
Yeah, we sleep. I mean, do we gotta? Not sorta, really. But it's nice. It makes you feel refreshed. They are
Don't
not
we still like
immune
the
to
vineyard?
exhaustion. They're not immune to exhaustion. They are resistant to exhaustion.
Can we see like the vineyards from this window? Or like from this
yes.
window?
Yeah, you can easily see it. The vineyards that extend quite far. It looks a lot nicer when there aren't a whole bunch of catapult passes on it.
And is it like what's it look like? Is it just like a normal sort of vineyard?
Sorry, what was it?
Did it just look like a normal vineyard?
Yes, now that there aren't catapult passes on it, it looks like they've done some good work at restoring the vineyard back over to its original unstomped state. There are multiple ray ravens that are out there picking and plucking and harvesting the grapes that are growing.
I see.
A tour of the vineyard? Of course, they will respond telepathically. Interesting question. Is this because of Rahadin?
Not necessarily. Cereza will tell him about what Strahd told us and how the plane might possibly be ending within 3 weeks. And she'll let him know that Danica told the party that he had a part to play when designing Castle Ravenloft, I think it was. And if he could give us any further information that would help the party, maybe potentially put a stop to whatever Strahd is doing.
Okay, give me a moment.
Well, that's a lot nicer than what I was gonna do, I'll say.
What were you gonna do?
I was going to cast hallucinatory terrain on like a section of the vineyard and just say, "This is what's going to happen if we do nothing."
I don't think Strahd would enjoy us doing that.
Yeah, they're giving you a tour in quotation marks of this part of the outside here. As you can see, I placed you out there. Atreus, you are with them, by the way.
Oh, I was? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the people went from the Vistani encampment. They all met up, right? Because
I was under the impression I probably just would have been back to Vallaki.
Yeah. Oh, you can be back at Vallaki if you want to. You don't have to be here. We're not doing anything like super,
Oh, I just don't know why Atreus would be here. So why? So
it's only the fate of the demi-plane. It's fine.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's cool. They give you a tour in quotation marks as they wave unconvincingly over at some of the plants as if there's anything interesting about them. What is this that you were telling me? This seems unlike Strahd.
How does it seem unlike him? Hasn't he been trying to leave this plane for a while?
They've never done anything to endanger us. That's why we're on acceptable terms.
I don't believe he cares about anyone else.
Is that so? More unconvincing waving. They even pluck one of the grapes and they eat it and make they taste good.
Syriza will just try one out of curiosity. Nom nom nom.
This is grave indeed. 3 weeks. You tell me that my family has been saved from one danger and now is in threat of another?
That appears to be the case.
You are here with us?
I guess I am. I don't know. I guess that the impression was I'm here.
It's up to you. Like, do you want to be here? If you don't want to be here, then Atreus can be in Vallaki doing whatever he wants to do, like training or something. Like, it's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and say he's just a Vallaki. So
okay.
The others will inform you the details later as Fenrir during the tour as the talking is going on. The hallucinatory terrain appears. What do you make it look like?
Oh, well, then he'd probably sort of time it to because he's got a bit he wants to sort of say, but essentially would try and what's the rate big cube. Oh wait, shit! It's not concentration. Actually, hold that thought. As you were, I'm gonna just reconsider. As you were.
Wait, why does it have to be concentration?
They can't
because
end it at will.
I can't just end it at will.
It can be dispelled.
Well, wait. So you have dispel magic, right?
Syriza will wonder what you're doing first before she agrees to dispel it, but she probably will agree to dispel it.
I mean, he presumed that you would dispel it, and if you don't, well, oh well, unlucky. For 24 hours of this.
What is he doing though? Because we don't want to do anything that makes it obvious. We're kind of looking into breaking into Castle right now.
Oh, he was just essentially going to create a hallucinatory terrain that just shows mist and fog everywhere, all the crops burned and razed, the house on fire and destroyed, and basically just sort of to convey, this is what's going to happen in 3 weeks. We would like your help so this does not happen. you know, kind of like hit it home because this guy seems to probably care about his family or his descendants or whatever they are.
Okay.
So the idea would be, while you're sort of touring and speaking, after like 10 minutes, while he's been casting, he just sort of like clicks and all the casting and the prep sort of finishes. And, you know, all the fields look bad. He'd probably like give him some, you know, like warning that, you know, oh, this, what I'll show you now, is what will happen in 3 weeks. And then hallucinatory terrain. It even smells of ash and burning things.
I have dispel magic too, so
Nice.
I'll dispel it if Sarisa doesn't want to.
And Fenrir will like go up quite close to him while he's sort of explaining this to try and empathize or convey the seriousness and graveness of the situation.
They have a horrified expression onto their face. There is not a lot that I have to live for. Only my children, my grandchildren, my grand-grandchildren, my grand-grand-grandchildren, my grand-grand-grand-grandchildren, and all the other ones beyond that. Family has always come first to me, and now I did not design that castle to be used as a tool against my family. But what do you plan to do? Will you simply sneak in, try to... And they continue, like motioning over, trying the best to pretend that they didn't just see everything ravaged around the place.
For
Trying to
now,
sneak
we
up.
need. Sorry. For now, we need information. We don't
Give me
quite have a plan yet.
Give me a few days. I have the documents and schematics for the castle lying about. It's been a long, long time since I built Castle Ravenloft.
Fenrir will put an arm on his shoulder and say, should we go up there, when the time comes, would you be willing to help fight for your family? Will you go with us?
They look frail and old with a hunchback. I'm no good for fighting. I've never been a fighter. But I can give you all the information you need. If that will help protect my family, I will do it.
And maybe there's a chance, and he'll just sort of turn and give like Sarasa and Dinah like a nod to dispel the magic.
Suri will dispel it.
Then perhaps we can avoid this.
Yeah. Real fear tactics here, Federal.
Look, we need to get him to help us. I'm not saying I'm gonna burn down his lawn. I'm saying his lawn's gonna get burned down by Strahd. It's perfectly different.
My family and I are not fighters, but there may be others like me. They try to do a little claws motion with their hands. Who can? Those of the... They seem like they're trying to say something further and they can't because their tongue is tied. Even still, Mother Knight, even still.
Cereza will recite the prophecy that has to do with the wine to him and ask him if he has any idea about that.
You've checked this place top to bottom?
We have, although given what you've told us, it might have ties to this Vladimir.
Interesting.
I am unsure.
Perhaps that's your best bet then. Either it was stored in a wine vat of some sort, because they took it all at once in a big, big vat. Or there is still some wine remaining even after all these years. Perhaps the best fermented wine in the land. Do you have any magic to help you locate either of those things?
Sorry, he said the vat and what?
Either a vat of wine or wine itself.
Locate object might be a thing. Let me check divination spells. I don't know. Does anyone else have ideas?
Nope.
Isn't locate object only like 1,000 feet?
Yeah, I thought there was something that was longer range though. Find the
Find
path.
the path.
Find the path. Yeah. Would find the path work, Jay?
That seems like it should work.
Okay. Yeah, we can try that.
I will start searching. I probably buried it over inside the basement at some point. I'm gonna have to look down there again. I will not tell the others, though. I do not know how many others you've told.
Who have we told? We've told Yevgeny, we've told Damien. The Vistani, no. I think that's pretty much it so far, right, Chris?
I think so.
He said the vat might be like here. But like if I cast Find the Path, and just say like the cast which had once contained the finest wine, does it actually take me to the spot? Is that specific enough?
Once it contained the finest wine. You want to give it a go?
Yeah, sure. Cerise will try it out.
All right. The vat that contained the finest wine. You get a registered. Is it the direction and distance and a safest available path over to there?
Find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specified fixed location. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Then you know how far it is and in what direction it lies.
I need to make this map a bit larger. Hold on.
Means larger?
I needed to. I'll use green.
I wonder what will be marked.
A very long path extends from you. From all the way over here, all the way to over here.
Wow.
Okay, nice. Hey, that's where Calyx said he ran into some trouble. Right? Is that right, Jay? Okay.
That would be where Calyx initially got petrified by some very large and very intimidating shadow beast.
Good job, Calyx. Okay.
Well, I think we have a lead.
Nice.
I'll just remove that for now. Oops. I will bear the weight of this knowledge, but if there is anything I can do, I hope these schematics will help. And when you have a more concrete plan, let me know. I want to see if there's anything else I can help with. I refuse to simply just allow my family to perish like this. Not again. Those hags have reminded all of us that we are not as invincible as our skin seems.
We're glad for your help. We'll try and save everyone.
And they hobbled away.
Before he does go, Fenrir will just ask him a question, more like sort of thinking out loud. Where did the dead get buried?
Are dead?
Yes.
The Walking Dead.
They point out at a corner of the orchard that doesn't seem like it's very populated with trees or vineyards and the like. Just put them over there. It's not a very grand spot, but our deaths are rare. and each one is mourned. But we're taught by Mother Night to take life simply. Enjoy the simple things.
I will ask him if he has any, like, book of beliefs on Mother Night and like her capabilities, etc. Like just religious books on her subject, I guess.
I will gather that up for you too then. We have some. But I don't think you want to hear me ramble about it.
I'm just curious because she seems like she could have some answers. Well, things about her could have answers.
I will look. And suddenly a scarecrow is there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's gone. I missed him all.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh no!
Not another one. I know we'll go back to the man. He had like stopped, but he then sort of goes 8.
Why the fuck is there an ape?
Monkey.
Monkey.
He asks, or Fenn will then ask the man, you said you've been here for 1,600 years, yes?
Not here. I've been alive for 1,600 years.
How long
Those
have
two
you
things should
been
not be confused.
here?
Here? 1,000? I've been here a very, very long time.
Does Strahd have any family?
Family. I don't actually completely know, and that may seem strange, but when Strahd became the ruler of this land, it didn't change much about our way of life, and they've always treated us with respect. We didn't ask too much about them, and it's always been very pleasant exchanges, which is why I'm surprised to hear all this information from you about blowing up this demiplane. It doesn't match. Why did they tell you?
Well,
Why did Strahd tell us? Is that what he's asking?
Right. Why did they tell you?
I believe it's because we helped get Irina strong enough to where he can perform such a thing. Because I don't think he can do it without her.
Interesting. Something about that doesn't match up to how they behave. I don't know what it is, but you should be suspicious.
It's almost like he wants us to try and stop him, right?
You get that impression too?
I said this telepathically, by the way.
Yeah, everything here is telepathic.
Okay.
They're still just letting you browse.
We're looking very carefully at each and every grape.
Yes, these are really good. Nice grapes. Firm, plump, spherical, as grapes are wont to be. Nice color. Good color, grapes, good colors. But otherwise,
One last question before we go.
yes.
I take it Strahd would be the most wealthy person in the land.
By far. For what is an economy without the ruler? The money we have only has value because Strahd demands that it does. And we pay for things that are all under Strahd's domain. There, Strahd is the economy.
Strahd is Barovia. He is the economy.
He is the one.
I am the ancient. I am the economy.
Well,
Thanks, I
thank you
hate
for your
it.
time, and he'll then turn to leave unless anyone else has any business.
That is 3 different tasks completed. And we are approaching at the 3-hour mark of the session, so it seems like an appropriate time to call it, as you all can figure
Wait.
out.
Can
Yes.
Cereza go visit a seal real quick and check on that avocado plus cat?
I was not prepared for that, and I will have it ready for next time.
An
There will be,
avocado?
Avocado, yeah.
I'll link it to you. It's so cute.
Oh.
Yeah, the avocado.
avocado.
So
Avocado. Avocado. You say avocado, I say avocado.
avocado.
Ponder the other cards.
There's a right way to saying things, you know. The rules to English.
Well,
By the
I
way,
refuse to accept these rules of English.
Cabal,
Yes, hello, hi.
if you would like me to make you a magic item while we are in town, I can do that. So it would be much cheaper than it is to purchase, but
Wait,
if Cabal has... Actually, you know what? I'll just make it for Cabal since he doesn't deal with money. So like if Cabal wants a magic item, and he just
You'll send the
he had
invoice to Atreus.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, if Cabal wants a magic item, I'm just making one for everyone.
Perfect.
By the way, just in case you were wondering, Cabal, I have 191,000 gold pieces for you.
I'm sure
Fantastic.
there's more than that, considering all the money is his, so.
We
Right. True.
we're staying in Valaki for 1 week.
Oh, this
Okay.
night.
Aqua, before the session ends, could you let me know, like, presumably, like, I want to do this not only because, like, we'll have some time to think about the upgrades, but would she be, like, would Lady, whatever her name was, Water, be willing to give us upgrades or not?
Right. Heading over to Lady Watcher with people in tow, who they are more familiar with than you. You inquire about their mad dark capabilities, as they do look you up and down, and they like almost reel back from the amount of dark power that you are emanating. I am surprised that it isn't hurting you. Wow. But yes, I believe you have just enough room, right? And they poke you right at like a little bit underneath your left rib cage. Here.
Oh, Cereza will come with you. She'll probably check up on Watcher.
Well, yeah.
Aqua, I do have a question for them. They said that like for instance, a soul can only have one of these upgrades effectively, you know, whatever you want to call them, right?
Yeah.
Is there have they known of a way to remove it? Like from an item or a soul?
One, that is?
Yes.
They I look over at the one you have. If you give it some time to stabilize in you first, about a week's worth, and then I can. You don't want to mess with it too many times in a row. It gets volatile. As they're like inspecting that same little rib part and poke it occasionally. They hope you aren't ticklish.
All right, good to know. We store dark power in the lower right of your rib cage, or left. I don't know.
Yeah.
In that
Okay,
case,
if that's...
I'll... Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, if that's the case, then I will give them the comet staff and ask, and I will unattune from it and ask them to hold on to it and see if they notice anything as we spend our week in Valaki.
And I will think of something, like an upgrade.
I know exactly what I want them to upgrade, but I don't.
Oh.
I think Ilya needs
You
to
should
make
do
it
it.
first.
Oh,
Well,
do you want me
could
to...
make both of them. Technically. Unless you don't think we have enough time.
I don't know if we'll have enough time.
Okay,
Because
well,
actually, wait, no. Also,
one of them requires you, so.
also, I probably can't just flat out make that because it's a legendary item, is it not?
Yeah.
Which would take
Oh, you're right.
like
Yeah.
like a week and a half.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. You're
Probably have
so,
enough money to buy a legendary
yeah,
item
no,
anyways.
I do.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, I can't make you that.
Okay, but you can upgrade the Thunder's Encore. So that's fine.
Presumably, you'd have to work out the details with Aqua, but yes, presumably.
Yeah, I mean we've already talked a tiny bit about it, but yeah,
Yeah.
The thing I would like them to upgrade is a Belt of Storm Giant Strength.
Interesting. They look over at the belt. Yes, this should be simple enough. And they will start working on it with Milivaj. As for oh yeah, and you also had that standard that, or the rock feather that Atreus would like worked on. So you got your work cut out for you over these 3 weeks, Leon. You're going to be the busiest person out of everyone.
I did make a text file of what everyone's asking. I'll put it in campaign chat.
You should cast time stop and work on it.
Yeah, that would only work for 30 seconds, but yeah.
Nice, good value.
Yeah.
No. Aqua and I were joking around about the way that the Ring of Inventory works is that there's actually like an artificer that lives in the Ring of Inventory and just like works on all these items. But like
it's not one artificer.
It makes you wonder how they
Oh my
make
god,
rings of
the
wishes,
artificer,
though.
the ring is Santa Claus, and all the artificers inside are the elves.
Oh my goodness. No, it is a corporation of artificers.
Was I just made into basically just Santa Claus
When artificers die, they join the Ring of Inventory's collective workforce.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's the price you pay for becoming an artificer. You are forced to be an artificer for the rest of time.
Nice. Not the worst way to go. Sarisa, yes.
They retire.
Go ahead and by the end of this week, Sarisa will make their second wish. Make that roll. Is it 33 or lower for a failure?
Yosh. Alright, no more wishes. It's okay. I want 2 of my 5th level Pact Magic slots to become 6.
Alright. You now have 2 6th level Pact Magic slots. Da-da-da. And along with some spells that have become Warlock spells.
Yeah,
and
I'm still deciding on that.
Your ability to cast Wish forever has vanished.
Bye, Wish.
Enjoy your wish, Cygnus.
Sorry, that's what your money is for, right? To buy a Ring of 3 Wishes.
No, I can
no, that doesn't count either.
You can't do that either.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ring of 3 Wishes is still under those same rules, even if you have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All it does is
Because
give you
you're
the
effectively
ability
still
to cast
casting a
Wish.
spell. Yep.
Yeah.
How do I customize my spell?
Can you wish for somebody to gain the ability to cast Wish back?
It wouldn't work. It's
Oh, wait, I thought you said...
Yeah, that would be like
said it
wishing for
would.
more wishes, I feel like.
Also, you could probably inadvertently lose your own ability to cast Wish doing that.
Yes,
Would
but
not
what
recommend.
What if you don't care? Like if I wish for Sarisa to gain the ability to cast Wish.
I still feel like that's wishing for more wishes kind of
It's
territory.
like wishing for more wishes.
Yeah.
It's
Wow, I
basically-
don't even have Wish, so I wouldn't, do it. But it was just a question,
It's called a ring of 3 wishes.
How do I subtract spell slots?
I don't want no damn Wish.
I think it's from the attributes or the like.
There
I
are
make
spell
my
slot
own.
modifiers at the bottom left of the gear page.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but they're for adding, not subtracting.
are you gonna make the item now?
Did you put in a negative number?
Oh, hold on. There's more things that are being handled right now before the end of the session. For example, Fenero has asked to ponder the other cards. So you pondered about the wine, and you ponder about a holy symbol for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. You think carefully about whether or not you had ever encountered a den of wolves that overlooked a mountain lake with a treasure inside of it.
Nothing.
You ponder about this, considering your options.
No, it definitely couldn't have been the werewolves. Because those are werewolves, not wolves, right?
Is this close enough to a mountain lake? It is next to a mountain and it is next to a lake does it qualify these sort of questions that keep us up at night?
No. I'm telling you, it's because they're werewolves, not actual wolves.
Of course. As for the mountains of gold coins and a sword of sunlight, you ponder to think if there's anything that quite matches that description. You have not really encountered anything that seems to fit the bill there. You think back about like mountains of gold. There was some gold over at the Amber Temple, but you explored everything. There was... Strahd has a lot of gold. Strahd has a lot of gold.
Does the pondering give any inclination as to the theory he put in his head, or he considered in his own head?
That it might be inside of... That it might be in a crypt?
Yeah, like
castle?
a crypt there might be a crypt in a castle.
It is not beyond the realm of possibility. Where Strahd truly has so much money, they have to store it somewhere.
So, Strahd's actually a dragon the whole time.
The fourth one, the fourth one says, the leader of the Fettered Ones who lives among the vines. Wild. The last one lurks in a hollow bones in the dark pits of his castle. It is, yeah, some of these are a little bit more self-evident, I think.
Alright, so we have a lead for the wine. Now it's the sword. Did you see my comment in the chat?
Would you like to try?
Yes, I would like to try.
You cast Find the Path for a sword of sunlight. Nothing happens.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it points you to your ring of inventory, whereupon you find a sunblade.
I considered that actually. It would have been very funny, but it is interplanar.
Can I try mountains of gold coins?
Mountains of gold coins.
I don't know if Find the Path can find a collection of objects versus just one.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't think it can.
Let me reread it.
You could try one object, a gold coin. I mean, I don't think that'd be very
What if
effective,
you
but
search for a gold coin that is roughly 100,000 gold coins off the floor?
Does that work?
Yeah, it's a specific location or object. If you name a general description of an object with a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon, this finds the nearest object of that particular kind. So yeah.
Well,
see,
we have enough. Someone still got enough money, so stack up 100,000 gold coins. Get a rough estimate of this, the height above the ground, and search for a gold coin that is that high off the ground. Boom.
Alright, well, we can go. Wait, let me just cast Legend Lore on the Sword of Sunlight real quick. I save myself a trip. Save myself a trip to the archive. Yeah.
Which Sword of Sunlight? Don't you have to be next to whatever you're trying to legend lore?
I do not know. I was not aware of that. If I do, then I will go to the archive. Do that later.
Name or describe a person, place, or object spell brings to mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't have to be next to it, right? Yeah.
However, the more information you already have about it, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is, so it could be cryptic and useless because you don't know much about it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you cast legend lore to gain information about this Sword of Sunlight. You learn all of the deep, significant lore about this. What you learn is the following, that there is a blade that has power that radiates daylight, among other things, and can be used to slice at things.
Incredible.
Cere's so done with the spell.
All right. Any other questions before we officially end off on the session?
Good.
Does anyone else want to buy a Ring of Wishing?
I was not planning on it anymore. I found a better combo that's way funnier to me.
I already know what I'm spending all of my money on.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
Next time we go into battle, I can stroll into battle with 28 AC wearing bathrobes, and that's way funnier to me than anything else.
Well, if I sell back for half or whatever the belt of Frost Giant Strength, I have enough to buy a very nice piece of plate armor.
Sell for half. Oh, for like with
The spider. Or whatever the return value is.
Yeah, you go ahead and summon forth the lovely spider companion at the insistence of your comrades. Like, oh yeah, there's this lovely merchant out by stuff back, and this horrifying spider chariot creature with 12 eyes and multiple tentacle legs that keep trying to pat you emerges from the ground. You handed over your worn giant's belt. It chomps on it with teeth that it didn't have before, and spits it back at you, and then burrows back into the ground.
Nice.
Okay, so he doesn't like it. Got it.
What if I give him something I never used?
What would you like to give?
I have Boots of Speed and Cloak of Protection. The Boots of Speed I used once, and the Cloak of Protection I actually never used.
Right. You hand over the Cloak of Protection. It chows down. And whoop, the almost full retail price of it appears.
Nice.
Wait, you
As for the
guys
boots?
have given stuff back before, right?
Yeah,
So he just doesn't like some items?
it's getting pickier.
It depends on how much you've used them.
Well,
I think it's also, given that we have this much money, it's going to be very, the universe will determine that the spider is suddenly pickier about what it is.
all right.
Its ways
would
are
somebody,
cryptic and mysterious.
Would somebody be willing to lend me 2,700 gold?
No.
No?
Wait, what are you buying?
Well, you're not going to lend me the money, so I'm not going to tell you.
You know what? Sure, I'll lend you the money if you ask.
I
Aqua,
would
what
love
happens
to
with
borrow
the boost of speed?
2,700 gold.
Half for the Boots of Speed.
I don't know why you want 2,700 gold for, but sure.
Thanks, babe. That was in character.
Atreus makes no remark to that comment.
This is wall.
I actually don't think I'm gonna need
0.
all my gold for once.
Wow.
Not need
Yeah.
all of your gold for once.
I know. Although Syriza will journey back to Crest and go back to that one person, ask them if they need anything else.
Should we tell that priest who really wants to kill Strahd about what's going on?
That Diaval. I'm sorry, that's not his name.
I think only 3 people have currently met him.
Yeah.
You were considering
Well,
talking about the abbot, I believe.
2, I believe, because Misk was one of them, and Misk is dead.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So
just
only me and
Ilion.
Ilion have
Yeah.
ever encountered the abbot.
Yeah.
Wait, are
I
you
mean-
gonna
All
make
right,
the
we still
deck of
need
many
to have a
things,
look
Mark?
at that Lake Baratok too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also look at the lake. Huh? You say, Crystal?
That's
Are you gonna make the deck of many things?
That's also a legendary item, so no.
Oh, okay.
He would need
legendary,
many things.
yeah, legendary items would take way too long given their time scale now.
I mean, you
Okay.
could just purchase them.
Yeah, well, deck
The
of many
deck
things is
is
200,000.
200,000 gold.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
I'm pretty sure
Imagine
it's
getting-
like
Cabal could almost buy it.
Imagine getting 1 million gold pieces and then still saying, "Man, we don't have enough gold."
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything I want to get, it's probably the Scarab of Protection. The problem is
I
that
looked at the Scarab Protection. That actually looks really useful.
yeah, the problem with it is that I would have to get rid of one of my attunements for it. And I think at that point, the only attunement I'm willing to break is like late game would probably be the Shield of Missile Attraction.
Hmm.
That would be like really late game. Or depending on if the feather it turns into what I'm hoping it turns into, I am probably willing to drop the Shield of Missile Attraction.
Well, I will say, what Aqua said before about Artificer crafting. If you're looking for something, it's very easy for that scope to be within the realm. You know, it's crafting, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I've already discussed it with
okay,
Aqua.
yeah.
So
If you've
that-
already switched with Aqua, then all I need from him is just like the time and the cost, and then whatever the details are between you two.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, let
then.
me know the time so I know how long it takes to make these items, because I don't actually.
I'm like playing
I
a
know.
fucking game, trying to relax from the struggles of real life, and in your game you have to work. Like,
Can't
man.
believe capitalism still haunts us in our
Yeah.
greatest fantasy.
Right. So just so we make sure we're on the same page. So next time it looks like it's going to Lake Baratok, checking out for the sake of the abbots and also for the sake of Phil, checking about the avocado, checking out with the abbots over here. I think some people said talking to Baba the Saga, and is that everything, or is there anything else on that list of stuff to cover
was
for
that
next session?
was the Abbott thing in response to what I said?
I believe it was Linnea who had brought up.
Oh, okay.
Should we tell
It's
us
like,
that?
yeah, because it wasn't me. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Atreus wants to even tell the abbot any of this. He still probably wants to continue looking for help, so he'll most likely want to go to Lake Baratok first before ever speaking to the abbot.
I agree. We go to Lake Baratok.
Yeah,
and
no,
then...
I'm fine with that. I'm just wondering because like he does want to kill Strahd. You know, meat shields are always helpful. You know.
Bro, we just get like an extra paladin friend to help us out. We send him in there. All right, you go first, buddy.
With a
Is he a paladin or is he like a deranged cleric? I think he's a deranged cleric.
He's a cleric without a spellcasting
he's a
focus.
clerk or a paladin, but he's deranged
Or a
either way.
berserker.
Yes.
He's multi-class.
Hey, if I go check on Walter, how is he doing? Has he evolved?
Evolved?
What?
Has Walter evolved?
How long do you like check as soon as you get down from the mountain, or like later?
Probably like a little bit
Or
later.
both, I guess. You could do
whenever we
both.
have time. Yeah, both.
Right. You check in at 2 times. The first time you check in, like when you finally descend down the mountain, nothing of it has happened. You just hear Rose's voice on the other side. Not Rose, but like
Hello?
Rose.
Hello.
Speaking from within Walter, being like, "Oh no, everything's fine.
Hold on,
I'm still
Aqua,
playing with this toy."
I got this. Oh no, everything's fine. I'm kidding. Anyway, continue.
Hold on, let me see. Can I kick Rose?
What the hell?
Then,
you named this character. You named her. Knowing I would be in this campaign, so.
Technically,
I mean, a
he
Rose
didn't
by any
name
other
her.
name.
Yeah, I know. It's just. It's funny, okay?
God, over in the second time that you contact them, though, you do actually get a different response. Oh, something interesting happened. There was this man who knocked on the door, and
you should not enter for strangers.
Yeah, we told
know,
them to not let anyone in, right?
Yeah, I didn't, and then I went to the door and I didn't let them in, but they were talking to me and just saying hello and being nice. And
Wait, he told you to be nice?
No, they were nice to us. They were just like, hello, how are you all? And asked about how we were doing, and I told them about all of you and how cool it was, and
oh my god,
that Walter is.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
And then I told them about how you all helped killed a monster in the basement, and also about how you had those cool weapons, and you're like chow and shoot and wah, and they were very impressed.
Rose, I think in the future, if a stranger comes knocking on the door, you might want to refrain from talking about those things. They might be someone looking to harm us or you.
Oh.
But
okay.
It's okay. What did he look like?
They.
Can I do the telepathic bond thing? I'll like touch her and then.
Oh, you teleported over to them?
Yeah. Can I do the telepathic bond thing that I did so that I can see into their mind, so like I can actually get an image of what the person looks like?
Yes, you can. They provide you with the following mental images. They try their best, and Unfortunately, a child's memory, especially a ghost child's, is not fantastic, and it is a might bit blurry. Hold on. Give me a moment.
Like, I was so not ready for these questions. You ever try starting up paint.net and then realize that like you have to type not paint.net but like paint.net as in like spelt out because like you can't because
No.
No. I don't know what that is. So.
and then like anyway, hold on. I'm almost got it. So I just have to drag it in now. All that fire.
What the fuck?
Blurry man.
What is this?
The memory of Rose.
The blurry
Also,
man.
let me check something with the glyph of warding things that I set up
Just
at
as
their
I remember.
place.
I didn't let them in though.
Yeah, that's good. Just be careful next time, okay? Don't tell strangers too many things.
Okay.
Remember? Oh, the trigger is if they take damage. Okay, yeah, Cereza wouldn't have known then.
But that is what's been happening over with them. Otherwise, they just tell you about a cool bug they saw.
Okay.
Nice.
Serena's gonna set up a glyph of warning by the door just in case. And like if any creature approaches it and attempts to speak with the ghost children / Walter, it'll trigger and let Serena know.
All right, another glyph has been established. All right, based on how next session goes, it will either be half talky, half combat, or it will be all talky, probably.
Given how long it takes us to do talky stuff, probably all talk.
Maybe. But hey, you did just go like 4 sessions in a row, like non-stop combat, so you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you're also
it's
busy.
almost a nice break.
Yeah, some of you also have been busy fighting some Archdukes of Hell, so you know.
Yeah.
5,000
Yeah, for those of you
HP.
who haven't seen Toa, we are currently fighting the Archduke of the 6th layer of Hell.
7th.
7th, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he has 5,000 health.
Had.
Nice.
Wait, Jay, where was that blurry hand?
Currently has like 700 left.
The blurry handout? Did you want it again?
Yeah. Which tab is it in?
Tab? I didn't put it in a tab. I just sometimes have to drag things onto my screen and then have to Control Z. Here you go.
Okay. Thanks.
Wearing glasses and looking at a blurry image kind of hurts my eyes.
I know, right?
You know, if you squint at it, it's a little clearer, though.
Image search this.
Man, their address sense is appalling.
Search image with Google Lens.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
I'm gonna try it out of curiosity. It
Nice
doesn't give me.
boots.